His golf game seems to be very strange, but it works.
I don't think his mini golf game's that good.
I attempt to calculate the angles.
I think he's just too aggressive.
He just effortlessly gets birdies every hole.
He plays for KDA, but there are no kills here.
So I think we're gonna have to do some dirty tactics, such as trip him up.
So he just misses the hole every time. Yeah, it just doesn't work out.
You can't shoot more than 5 shots, apparently, per hole.
I know, we're gonna hit a double bogey.
Bogey. It's par 3, you can get a hole in 1.
We've been busy with work at LCS, so it's very hard to hang out outside LCS. Our team lives in San Jose, his lives in LA, so that's the only time we ever really get a chance to see each other. Usually, growing up, we'd probably just mostly play either board games or play sports, like soccer, or once we found computer games, it basically took off from there.
It was good having many siblings. We didn't all get along, but me and my brother were very close. He wasn't super dominant over me, but we'd often fight for computer time.
Oh my God. We have an older sister and an older brother, and they're like much older than him, so I just have to look out for him.
Oh, what? That's the worst thing that could happen.
Oh, wait. Okay, good. Yeah! Yeah! Woo! I didn't know it did that. Yeah! It's like old times, just being with him, just playing mini golf. It's really fun, and it's really awesome that he's here. So really appreciate this.
Happy good one, Will.
Just club it out.
Ha! Next. I was really fortunate to make it into LCS and to play with all the famous teams that I grew up watching.
I'm proud of him. It's pretty amazing how he got here so fast and is doing well at it, so I'm really happy for him.
Unfortunately, I've gotten quite a few bogeys. He got lucky to get a hole-in-one while my luck didn't work out.
Wasn't much of a lead, but still barely won.
No!
We never hug.
Damn this game.
Back to league.
Good game. Yeah.
Hey everybody, Jat here, and I'm joined by Haunser, who I got to talk to just after the 3-0 sweep you guys had at FlyQuest. First off, congratulations on that.
Thanks.
This is now your third split on Team SoloMid. In the very first split, it was Bjergsen in the center and 4 people they brought in. But they brought in a lot of stars, right? They brought in Yellow Star, there was Double Lift, and it almost seems like every split you were becoming more and more a vocal leader for that team. Can you talk to me a bit about that process?
In those first few splits with TSM, it was a really big problem that I wasn't being vocal. I wasn't communicating like needed information to the team, like teleports, enemy roams, and what I can do in my own lane. And just with every passing split, it's something I've had to like focus on myself on, because I know that I was a good like individual player and that I could carry the game. But to carry the game in like competitive league, you have to be able to lead the team.
Yeah, and I know when I was talking with you earlier, I kind of asked what you wanted people to know more about, and it's just kind of your drive to be the best as far as a top laner is concerned. Where does that drive come from wanting to be the very best in the top lane?
The reason I want to be the very best is because I don't want anyone else to think that someone's better than me. So basically, whenever I see like someone saying, "Oh, Impact's better," or "Someday's really good, dude," he's gonna give Haunter like a lot of trouble, but that kind of pisses me off, and I just want to prove them all wrong.
Right, and you're going up against Cloud9 in the finals in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Could be Impact, it could be Ray. How do you kind of prepare to, prove to the rest of North America that you can be the best top laner?
It's really hard to prove in certain scenarios. Like, say Impact and I are both playing tanks. Like, laning-wise, it's just gonna be like a farm fest, right? But in team fights, it'll just depend on like who's more explosive and who can like make the better engages. And against Ray, he's a lot more of like a carry style player, and like looks like to play more split pushers, and he's like pretty good mechanically, a lot better than Impact. So they want to like try to get him like a good matchup, and he can snowball from there. But right now, I feel like neither of them are better than me. Like I can play tanks better than Impact, and I can play carries better than Ray. So I'm really like, super confident going in.
All right, and that confidence comes as well from some success you've had on Team Solo Mid. I do need to ask you a little bit about the things you've had to adapt to this split, with Doublelift stepping down from the team and you really emerging as more of a vocal leader. How is the team dynamic now with, it seems like you and Bjergsen as the main shot callers?
Yeah. So compared to last summer, it was mainly Bjergsen and Peter that were shot calling and making rotation plays. Because Peter is like super vocal, he got a lot more resources, and that means like we play around bot a lot. But now that he's gone, and in the beginning of the split there was like this void of someone talking in the team, I like had to step up as myself because I wanted to win a lot more, especially in my lane. So I want to prove like I'm a lot better than other top laners, and I ended up asking for a lot more resources, and through that, winning lane more makes like looking at the map a lot more easy, because I was winning a lane a lot through like either mid roams, jungle ganks, or just by myself. I was able to look at the map and see like what the team needed to do, and that ended up just like me transitioning into more of the in-game leader. Also, just because personality-wise, Bjergsen's always going to be really talkative and super vocal, but the other four weren't really as much, and I felt like out of the four of us, I was the one that was like most suited for that role.
What would you prefer? Would you prefer to have the Bjergsen Doublelift shot calling a lot and you not taking resources and just kind of being a solid tank player and the team still wins? Or do you want to be the one making the decisions with the resources on the carry champions?
Before, I would definitely rather be the one that's like on tanks. But right now, because I've been in that role so much, I'm really confident in myself that I'm able to carry and like lead the team to victory. I would definitely prefer if like I get more resources, so I can like win my lane, and then I know how to transition that lead into like even more of a lead, and that's why I want to like put it top a lot more.
All right, well, thank you very much, Hansser, and best of luck against Cloud9.
Thanks.
Growing up, I had to endure a lot of change, as everyone does, I think. You know, whether it be moving schools or getting a new pet. So having all this change around me in LCS when we were moving teams or moving sponsors or moving teammates, I think I was just able to adapt to it. My name is Eugene Park. Some people know me as Pobelter. I grew up with one older sister and had a pretty typical middle-class upbringing. My sister would actually beat me in almost every game we played together. League of Legends was actually like the first game where I surpassed her. I went to Troy High School, and being an out-of-district student, I had to test in to get into their tech program, and I studied computer science a lot. I was surrounded by people who were just as smart as I was. In middle school, I was used to just getting like straight A's without even trying. And then I got here, and then I actually had to work my ass off to even get B's in certain classes, so that was certainly an eye-opener. League was definitely just a hobby in my first couple years of high school. I would just mysteriously disappear from school for a couple days, and people would be like, "Oh, where were you?" And I was like, "Oh, I was playing video games in New York. It's pretty rad." I knew that it changed from just a hobby to something I could pursue for years when Riot unveiled the LCS system, and also just comparing the explosive growth really from Season 1 World Championships to Season 3 World Championships, like selling out the Staples Center. That's pretty cool. At the beginning, my parents thought I was kind of a lunatic, and they just gradually shifted their opinion as I went throughout high school. At the beginning, it was, you know, you're going to keep this as a hobby, you're going to go straight to college when you graduate. And then that slowly became, okay, you can pursue this, but you still need to go to college, to, okay, you can take a year off, we'll let you do that, to where I am now. I'm pretty sure my dad watches every single one of my games, so that's really nice to have that level of support from him. My mom, she just really valued stability over everything, so she would just love it if I dropped all of this, went to college, had a, decent paying job, just a very stable life. During the beginning of my senior year, I turned 17, so that made me eligible finally to qualify and play in the LCS. And at the beginning, it was kind of sketchy because all my classmates are going to these prestigious colleges. They're going to have great jobs like 5 years down the line. And then I was just like, well, what if I fail? All that pressure's just gone as soon as the decision was made. It's actually really funny because our high school has a very high percentage rate of students that continue to go to a 4-year college. Usually you would expect someone that doesn't choose that route to just have bad grades or just have no ambitions in life. But me, it was just like, well, I'm gonna go play video games competitively. Even though I had good grades and stuff, I think it's kind of funny that I'm lumped into that statistic of people who didn't choose to go into a 4-year college. But I was just not getting any team offers, so I figured, maybe these teams don't want me because I can't put in the time, which is very fair. The CEO of EG, Alex Garfield, contacted me, and that was how I made it onto an LCS team. We had to play through the promotional tournament in order to qualify, but we ended up smashing the enemy team 3-0, and that's how it all started.
Same time, and EG are going to take the first game.
We were at relegations last split when I was on Winter Fox, and we got relegated, and that was kind of a big shock to almost everyone, I think. I think me, I think my team, I think everyone expected us to defeat TDK and keep our spot, but obviously did not happen. I wasn't mad, I wasn't sad. If anything, I felt really relieved, actually, because the team was just not heading towards success.
They take down Winter Fox, and TDK earn themselves a spot in the LCS.
Joining CLG was definitely an eye-opener. There are games where I'm just like straight up carried by my teammates sometimes, so that's honestly really great to experience. Like, we just had a game versus Enemy where I was pretty much deadweight. I'm Azir versus Xerath, and that's a very tough matchup, but Aphromoo just carried my ass with Bard ultis, so that's not something I ever really experienced on any other teams I've been on. People were super hyped for me at first, like, this guy's just gonna destroy everyone. He's been tearing it up in solo queue for years. And then I ended up being really disappointing during my showing on EG to a lot of fans. But I think right now on CLG, I'm doing really well. So I think I'm proving some of those people wrong and changing their minds.
He misses the anchor smash, and that means Pobelter gets the kill. Pobelter knocks down more.
Pobelter did work in that fight.
Joining CLG was something I had never experienced. I'm just finally able to play on a team as a team.
is time to move on. All right. That's horrible. That was horrible. I won't be doing that.
Where'd you get the dent in your head?
I don't know. Today is right around the corner.
A shoutcaster is basically a sports broadcaster.
Shoutcasting is, commentating whatever is on the screen, trying to hype it up as much as possible, and deliver a good amount of information as well.
If you don't understand the high-level strategies, we're going to help break those down. And if you just like yelling like we do, then we're going to bring that as well.
But they finally picked up the kill on Needly, onto Oriana. Everyone on CLG is dead.
Play-by-play shoutcasting is pretty much calling the shots and setting up my color to deliver the information that the audience needs to know.
I'm a color shoutcaster, so basically I add a lot of analysis, the jokes, and the spice to the cast.
These guys really have to know exactly what's happening from a high level of play.
It's such a complicated game. We have so many different champions, we have so many different skills, we have so many different tactics, that if I didn't teach somebody something about the game during a cast, I don't think I've really done my job.
In high school, I just started commentating things, whether it was recorded commentaries that were just analysis or actual live broadcast of tournament games.
Coming up with 2 part-time jobs, I'd go to a weekend at Comic-Con or an MLG, and then I'd go back for 3 weeks to 3 months and stock yogurt on the shelf and stock milk at a grocery store.
Kobe24 has come into it recently. He's the new guy, I guess you could say, in the casting circuit.
They haven't really given me any hazing or grief or anything.
Jat really almost came out of nowhere as a phenomenal shoutcaster.
He was kind of the first player that retired from the game to become a commentator.
If I'm casting with Freak or something, he comes up with tons of bad jokes.
I know I'll miss you too, but I gotta say, Jat, I'm gonna miss you the most of all.
Riv has a really smooth style. He can just talk seemingly forever and always give you really good things to bounce off of.
He always seems to just come up with little catchphrases.
When the sapling got the first blood kill and he yells touchdown sapling.
Can he still get the damage down? The sapling to run it! Oh, it gets him! Touchdown sapling!
Yeah, I completely remember that. It was on St. Vicious from the album.
It's hilarious, and everyone loved it, and it was a great clip, it was a great call, and I never would have thought of that.
Moments like that for, the play-by-plays, they actually come from the beginning of the fight, whether it's going to happen or not, and you have to use them sparingly. Thinking about how many people listen or view online is absolutely amazing.
I like to think shoutcasting is going to be around for a while.
I never believed it would be a full-time job, but here we are.
I'm hoping that I never have to go back to an office job. I think that esports is here to stay.
Absolutely. You never have to work a day in your life if you do something you love. Yogurt's fun, but I like video games a little bit more.
Today was just my last day of school. It was a pretty crazy day, and it was kind of sad saying goodbye to everybody. I'm just like a mixed bag of feelings. I don't know how to feel about this.
I met Darshan freshman year, biology class. He's definitely become more, I'd say, outgoing because of this. As more people hear about him, he becomes more confident in himself,
It was really cool when I had these people that I didn't even know at my own school congratulating me for being good at a video game.
Once I discovered that I had a celebrity in the room, I said, he is now, I mean, immediately, I erased his name from the seating chart and changed it immediately. And then from that day forward, it's always been, and it's not just Zion Spartan, it's Zion Spartan.
Enough to kill up Floyd goes in. Oh my gosh, Zion Spartan just mans it up, picks the kill up 1v1.
An extremely action-packed Super Week.
People don't, at first they're just like, wow, that's really interesting, because they don't know like if it's a good or bad thing. They're like, you need to make sure you go to college, you need to make sure you do all these things, because they don't really understand esports that much. So it's kind of hard. I have to like kind of explain the concept of what esports is to them, for them to understand how big it is.
A lot of his peers are going to four-year schools, and Zion Spartan could be attending a four-year school anywhere in the nation, and he's going to pursue his passion, and I respect that greatly.
His dad made up his mind that we're never going to force him to do anything, like become an engineer or a doctor or anything. He wants him to enjoy what he's doing, so when he said he's going to play a game, we were like, okay, go for it.
I kind of realized that like sometimes like chances come and you kind of want to do what you love, and you only have these like small windows of opportunity. So I kind of decided that I wanted to go into this thing head first because it's what I like to do, and I'm going to pursue it and see where I end up.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, everybody's dreams like, oh, you grow up playing video games, like, oh, that would be so cool if I could do this forever, but not everybody can.
I'm just so happy for him, and I'm very proud of him. I'm happy that I have a son who's so talented.
If I'm not trying my hardest at whatever is important to me, then I'm just wasting my time, and I don't want to do that. So I decided that if I'm going to be playing video games, then I want to be the best at it, and I want to do whatever it takes to prove that I am.
So the first kind of hobby I got into, because I was never into sports and all I did was play video games, the only hobby I had was I was learning magic tricks. And I was especially interested in card magic because you could just pick up a deck of cards and like impress some girls or make some friends. You know, it was just fun to be the center of attention, I guess.
Okay, so I cut the deck. Now you have to pick a card. And you can show it to the camera. All right. And don't show me the card. And I take it back. Okay. And I put it on top. And I'll just put it halfway through the deck. And what I'm going to do is the deck is just going to find your card. So there's two aces. And these two aces are just going to, these cards don't matter. But these aces are going to find your card.
You know what you're doing?
Yeah. Is this your card?
Yeah. Oh, oh my God.
I learned all the basic sleight of hands and you combine them to do an actual card trick. And the most basic one is the double lift.
Okay. So this is how you perform a double lift. You show somebody their card, it's on top, you take that card and you put it in the middle of the deck, and you just tap the deck and it's back on top.
That's like the staple of card magic, essentially, and that's how I got my name.
If TSM and CLG is playing, everyone's gonna watch.
For North America, it doesn't get any better than TSM CLG in the Madison Square Garden Finals. For me, it's not about, celebrating over the small victories. I just want to win the whole thing.
There's a lot to prove when you play against TSM. They've been so dominant for so long. CLG, I mean, we've been through such a ridiculous road. I want us to hold up the trophy at the end and just know that we're the best team in NA. So that's the plan that I have in mind, and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure it happens.
I'll probably say that the first feeling I feel is being nervous, because CLG was looking really strong. We scrim them so much. We know everything they do. They know everything we do. So I think both teams are going to come in with something new that the other team won't expect, and that's really going to make or break the series.
We don't want to be that team that couldn't even win in North America going into Worlds. If we can't even beat the best team in North America, then that's a long way to go.
I'm definitely always thinking about Worlds. But I think first and foremost, I want to make a statement at this Madison Square Garden Finals. I want to prove that CLG, we're not joking around. We are a world-class team. We deserve to go to Worlds, and we're going to make NA proud.
The LCS League Classic Show Match. I'm Riving Dubizin III. Joining me is David Freak Turley, and we're broadcasting to you live from Los Angeles. Ladies and gentlemen, today is the day. The debut of the League Classic on the LCS stage. This is a groundbreaking moment in League history as CLG and TSM face off again with some familiar faces at the helm.
Come on in.
What's up?
It's good to see you again! How's it going? Oh my gosh, guys! It hasn't been like last time!
Hi, Joshua Gatleysman.
Let's go! The team is back!
The team is back.
And the teams are back too. Oh my goodness. TSM versus CLG. Back into it.
I mean, the last time the four of us were in the same studio space working on League was actually pretty recently, but it happened in 2013 as well.
This started just around the corner.
It started just around the corner.
Yeah,
it's a CrossFit gym now. Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah.
It happens.
And
It's
now we're
amazing
off
to be back, though. This is incredible to be able to introduce the LCS again, as the LCS is back.
True.
And to see it flourish as much as it has 16 years later is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, dude, people are doing great. We're about to win Worlds. Just saying.
It's our year.
I'm
Yeah.
making
North
a call
America.
right now. Bold prediction. LCS wins Worlds this year.
Okay.
Freak known for his bold predictions.
Yeah, I'm always right.
Yeah.
I mean, we did really well at MSI.
We did. We were so close to having 4 teams at Worlds. If we win game 4 or 5 against HLE, oh my God.
And
then I could have made it.
Double Lift also won the Classic Show Match at MSI.
That's true.
That's one for NA.
So we
right
did win.
there.
Yeah. So did Skara. They both won.
True.
Yeah, 2 trophies for North America.
Double the victory.
Double the
That's
victories.
crazy. You know, I live in this world of Valorant. We have a few of those.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
We're actually good, and Valorant is great. They're here today playing in the other studio.
Hey!
Classic CLG fan. Very genuine CLG
Maybe
fan.
they'll work for Rifle.
A lot of old merch. A lot of old merch here in the stands too. It's really awesome to see.
Yep. Howdy, folks.
Amazing.
But Freak, what do we need to know about League Classic?
What do you know about League Classic? It's sort of a different version of the game, right? It is more strategic. It is in some ways slower paced. If you're an Unk and you kind of fell off, it's a good time to come back in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah. It's more about brain, less about hands, which
hopefully is good. Hopefully
Yeah.
it's good for me.
Yeah. That's like the TLDR, right? I mean, I could go for like a really long time and talk about like every single champion and every single change, whatever. But like, you know, it's vaguely based on.
There we go.
Yeah, like the first 4-ish years of League. Yeah, it's texture reminiscent of the old League. Actually, for those who have been watching on PvE, there have been some complaints around the color. Apparently, the sun is in the wrong place on Summoner's Rift.
Really?
We're getting it fixed in next patch, so in about 3 weeks when it goes live. But it's like, oh, it's actually an environment art problem. The sun is the wrong color and in the wrong location.
So that's going to get
So that's why the map looks funny.
It wasn't originally like that, like back in
I assume the sun
also?
moved at some point on Summoner's Rift. You know, like the season changed or something.
So
and
are the shadows going the wrong way and stuff?
Stuff like that, yeah.
Okay.
So you know, there will be more visual improvements coming in. We're still putting in more of the older VO as well. So you know, it'll keep getting better as well. We brought back basically every item from basically whenever. So if it was in the game in the first 4 seasons, it's probably going to be in our game as well.
So there's actually kind of extra items.
Dude,
Yeah.
old Poppy right there that was
Yeah.
on the screen. That
Yep.
I mean, I definitely have to get him for that
AP
one.
Scion.
AP Scion.
Or
APM.
AD Super Vamp Scion.
Yeah.
TP to the ward. Level 1 gank to Teemo.
Yeah.
Anyone should cheer for Teemo dying, obviously.
I mean, that's one of the craziest things. Just said on screen there, you know, with the 60 champions. But we were naming champions when we were talking to the rosters playing for CLG and TSM today.
Yeah.
And I kept being like, "Oh, you should play this champion," and they're like,
Not in the game yet.
"That's not in the game yet."
Yep.
Still, we're going way back.
Because we're going for champ releases. And you come home, you're like, what's the new champ going to come out? I wonder what they can do. All of that we want as part of the experience. This is
even leak
some of this is negotiable.
You can't leak what Champion 61 is yet?
I'm not going to tell you.
Ah.
I know the answers.
Okay.
It will be popular. I'm not going to tell you.
Zion Spartan.
Yeah.
Even his teacher calls him Zion Spartan. And
It's not Zion Spartan, it's Zion Spartan! You got to give it some emphasis.
You should follow him for his singing now.
True.
Very good singer. Oh, the odd one is back. My original nemesis. My original
Me
nemesis
too, man.
in the jungle.
He once made a jungle tutorial video of like, this is how you counter jungle. And it's just him killing me over and over again. It's pretty awful.
Great lessons. We all learned a lot from the odd one. Make the enemy jungler as useless as you are. It's the new way, the new philosophy. I hope that he plays Nunu.
He was practicing Nunu on PvE. I saw him streaming. He was doing Runic Bulwark Nunu in a 5-stack on PvE.
Yeah, like
Impressive.
all the auras affect minions and whatnot, I helped make sure of it. And also there's things that didn't exist at the same time, right? So like Banner of Command came in as a replacement of Promote, but we also have Promote. So you can promote, Rally is back, that works on minions. Banner, of course, is like literally damage amp for minions. If you want to play Minion Mancer, you can build an entire like, not only summoner spells, but also items to like play the playstyle out.
Oh my goodness.
That's the brain part. No hands involved in the minion.
It's literally PvE League of Legends. I don't know if it's viable, but it's in the game.
Speaking of brains, 200 IQ Poe Belter.
True.
Back in the middle here for CLG. They're at 2015 when they got their first trophy.
That's true.
That was such an epic one in Madison Square Garden. The TSM versus CLG.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the legendary TSM mid laner high on our screen right now as well.
Yeah. What in the?
Yeah.
The alternate timeline.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I like forgot every time, like, wait, which team is Double Lift on? Because he's played so long on both those teams. I was like, I just know he's here. I just forget which side he's on.
Yeah, it was actually so crazy because he spent so long on CLG and was so heavily tied to the storylines of CLG being the underdog and being extremely good but never getting a championship. And then, obviously, he is part of them getting the first championship. But then him switching sides to TSM, I think that is still like the biggest, craziest roster move that we have ever had.
It probably was, because it was also right off the back of winning in Madison Square Garden. There was worlds in between, but it just felt so sudden. The precursor to that, though, was the Doublelift Chowster synergy. Chowster was the brains of Doublelift. Those were the old memes back in 2011 and 2012. Where Chowster was kind of the macro god of that era of League of Legends.
And then Doublelift was the hands, the pure mechanics.
Definitely the hands. Definitely needed a brain to pilot him. Because we had the 2 or 3 years in a row of Doublelift on the analyst desk for Worlds because he kept not qualifying for Worlds. And he had some takes on the analyst desk. Yeah. Some of them were good. A lot of them were not.
I love it. We get the classic freak as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right back in there.
He can't stop me.
Let's get it. I remember playing with Chowster, and he would lay out all the game plans. It's kind of like how we talk about Inspired now. He would lay out all the game plans beforehand, and then in game as well. And we got Xmithy, the king of stealing Barons.
The Smite Steal King. He's still tied with contracts for all-time Baron steals, right?
Yeah, the stats team were looking into it, and they think maybe with the way that we're keeping track, contracts might have already passed him. But Xmithy was the Smite Steal champion for a good decade of League of Legends.
Even his teacher calls him Zion Spartan. Good stint on COG. Did win Madison Square Garden. That was not a good record against TSM.
Yeah, did you see that record
Yeah,
there?
that was a low record against TSM. 17 and 46, I think.
Yeah, that's a rough one. Sometimes you spend time on weaker teams and your record goes down. That's not really your fault half the time.
Coast, Dignitas.
Yeah, you just spend time on Coast. Good luck having a good win rate when you're on Coast.
He went to finals of
I am
the
aware.
first LCS split.
Which
Game
was
5
hilarious.
of finals.
I am aware.
Imagine that LCS history.
Is Nasus in the mode yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, he can play
everyone,
Nasus.
Everyone from the first 40 is in.
We can get a Zion Spartan split push Nasus.
True. Yeah. Trindamir's in as well. We got the basically second Gangplank kit, no deny, but the perma slow on the passive.
Oh, nice.
That's a fun champion that definitely not frustrating to fight against.
Nope. Classic.
It is classic.
Frustration is part of the experience.
There's a lot of point and click in this game. It's less about outplaying the champ and more about not being there.
All right, we are ready to hear from our CLG players on the upcoming match.
The TSM CLG rivalry to me is nostalgia. I feel like it reminds me of kind of those old times back when I was a lot younger. I look back on the rivalry kind of like one of those hype sports matches, those moments where you're kind of going into it and you know it's going to be fun.
To me, it was just like another, it's like just another team we had to beat. And sometimes maybe because certain personalities on the other team, we don't want to lose to them.
Wow, that was just like the biggest narrative from back in the day. I remember when we won LCS for the first time on CLG, it was against TSM 3-0. I'll never forget that. Some of the best moments were the TSM CLG matches. I mean, 2015 got a special place in my heart.
It was our first rivalry ever, especially for me. And it was our first title against them in MSG.
Counter Logic Gaming, fighting every season since there has been one, and now taking down Team SHOWMATCH at Madison Square Garden.
It's funny because I was on both sides of it. On the CLG side, where we're always the underdogs, we're always getting clowned on. Sometimes it sucked being on the CLG side because I feel like there were more TSM fans. When they made a good play, it would be like really loud, but that also, it just made the game feel more real, more alive. Finally we win, and it's kind of CLG's big triumphant moment. We've been waiting for this win for years and years. And then the next season I swapped to TSM because CLG kicks me, and I just wanted to play on the best team that I could. And I think TSM was always the hated team. Like, they were always the most popular team and the most hated team, so when I was on it, it was awesome. And then when I was off it and I joined Team Liquid afterwards, I kind of went back to hating them.
We're here on stage for the LCS Classic SHOWMATCH. I am joined by the notorious POB. It's Pobelter from Counter Logic Gaming. Check that out. We're turning back the time, so let's talk about those times. What do you remember most from the kind of that era?
Yeah, I was reflecting a lot on it. You know, I walked on the LCS stage for the first time like 12 years ago, so I was just reflecting on what that was like, how nervous I would get before every single game, like when I saw the fans in the crowd and all the people watching online, so I'm trying to channel some of that today.
All right, and you had an up and down from Winter Fox to then wins on CLG and whatnot. What was that kind of road like when you knew it could be done, even after having a season that looked like it could almost be over?
Yeah, that was a really whiplash year for me because my parents really wanted me to go back to college after after I got relegated on Winter Fox. Luckily, later that year, I joined CLG and we won the split that year. And then from there, it's been a wild ride, and I've just been playing League ever since.
So what's it about today? What do you want to pick? What are you hoping to be able to play for the team? Or are you just looking to have fun?
I can't reveal my hand, you know. I'm going to try and take it pretty seriously. Definitely want to win. I've been playing Classic a lot on my stream, so hopefully I can put that experience to the test and carry my team.
Is pretty serious like the middle for Pobelt, or pretty serious like you're going to put some people in the trash bin?
Well, I don't want to make it too one-sided, but, you know, I'll do my best.
Okay, so Pobelter's going to hold back, man. Thank you so much. Best of luck in the game. And we also hear that TSM might have a new mid laner coming in for this. Let's take a look at that.
Guys, I have bad news. Björsen can't make it.
We need a new mid laner. Any ideas, guys? But who will lead TSM in our darkest hour? Who will be the fifth man?
I never liked him anyways.
Hi. I heard you guys were looking for a new mid laner.
Who the f are you?
That was truly excellent. The cutaway from the phone I did not see coming.
What a reenactment right there.
That was incredible.
And that one, it really does hit home.
Yeah.
They're like, what? Hi, is that
Who are you? I enjoyed that we had the one frame cutaway from saying hi, like his own name.
I knew that was going to be. I knew that was
Yeah,
gonna
of
be a favorite
course.
part.
I have not changed in 13 years.
Look at this classic lineup that we have for you here. I love, too, in that video, one of my favorite parts was them talking about how even when the crowd was cheering for TSM, it made the CLG players hyped up, too. And we have a really good crowd here today, so I hope that they are going to be pumped up for either TSM or CLG.
Are you biased?
Either one's fine.
Do you have a team you'd rather see win?
I am absolutely biased.
Really? Who would that be?
Yeah.
Who do you want to see win?
Even though CLG did kick me off the team unceremoniously.
Yeah.
For a double of 2 apparently.
For St. Vicious, yeah.
The pattern.
I'm really hoping for a CLG win, and that's why I like to hear Pobelter say he's going to sweat. You know, he's been practicing the mode.
Yeah.
Because I did see Double Lift at MSI playing it, and he was definitely sweating.
Oh, yeah. I think like 9 out of 10 players at the MSI SHOWMATCH were like, I want to win. Scar was like, I'll have a little bit of fun with it. And they still won anyway, but yeah, I think most people are trying pretty hard. Yeah, I'm actually catching Pobelter's stream most days. I go to his chat, like chat with people for like a little bit each day.
What's the most OP thing you feel like he stumbled upon?
So I don't know what he thinks is OP. I have data, so I know. I actually know like what the really broken champions are. My lips are sealed.
I think it is perfect, by the way, that Freak is like the mastermind of League Classic. Freak gets to be the overlord of League Classic and determine the whole world.
And no one gets to see the stats either.
Yeah.
Block the API access.
Those who don't know, no one can see the win rate stats. There was like a leak on PvE, but we're gonna shut that down. Don't worry about it.
I like that. Yeah. So you're gonna do everything you can to keep all of the item win rates and champion win rates and everything.
Yeah. We'll need the info for ourselves, right? Like we need to make sure AP Tryndamere versus like AD Tryndamere are balanced, and it's like. Cool, we want to make sure, but yeah, it's a lot more about like, look, if people feel like it's fair, that's fine, right? Like back in the day, I feel like, and this is, we'll get to kind of test how it feels now, because I've been told by other designers, like, oh yeah, like Soda would be like 55 and no one would care back in the day. We get to test that now and see if it's actually true or not.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Amumu at one point, because I joined back in 2012, and I got to see some of the data was like 58 or something.
Yeah.
People thought it was fine because they just thought it was a low elo champ.
Yeah.
But I mean, 50%, you play Amumu, you're not a low elo champ.
You win a lot of games.
But let's get back to the games. Let's hear how the TSM players think about the rivalry.
The TSM-CLG rivalry is, in a word, would be iconic. It would be similar to like the Lakers versus the Celtics. It's just been going on for so long throughout the whole history of North American League. Every time they play, it's always a good match.
The TSM-CLG rivalry is pretty big for me because I'd say a lot of my big moments were in that rivalry, Season 2, Season 3. It got pretty fierce.
I never really experienced the peak of the TSM-CLG rivalry because they weren't that good when I got here, but you know, I think the fans think of CLG versus TSM as like El Clasico of North America.
To me, the TSM-CLG rivalry is the oldest rivalry in League history. We've been the top 2 teams in North America forever.
When League of Legends first started, TSM and CLG were the biggest teams of all time in North America. And if you were a pro player, you wanted to be on that team. If you're a fan, you're rooting for one of these others. I would love to do like a sports analogy, but unfortunately, I don't know too many sports. Like who's a famous rival of like the Lakers or something like that? Maybe something like that. I don't know. But basically, like TSM is like the Lakers or something. To me, the rivalry in the Earth 33 in this alternate universe is such a big deal. I always beat CLG in the past as TSM, so I need to uphold that legacy and make sure that TSM continues to win and dominate CLG as we always have.
Hey everyone, Travis Gafford here on stage at the arena, just like the old days when I used to be on stage all the time. I'm joined by TSM Support Xpecial and TSM's new mid laner, High. Xpecial, there are a lot of options for mid laners. Why did you choose High?
Well, I mean, I think we went down a list and no one else can make it, so we had to. And no High, I mean, we're happy to have him, of course, but you know, couldn't really find anyone else.
So desperation is what I'm hearing. Desperation is what, okay. Hi, what made you choose TSM?
I feel like they needed more wins in their history, so I'm here to help out a little bit. Yeah, make the legacy a bit better.
Now, what is it like for both of you to step back onto stage today?
It feels very nostalgic. It's been a very long time since I've played on the stage, setting up on here. They have new tech, did you know? Like, people don't know this, but we always have to change like the audio settings of everyone. But now we have a thing to do it ourselves. It's revolutionary. They have no idea what I'm talking about, but it's crazy.
Not like the old days, right? How about you, Xpecial? What's it been like stepping back on stage?
I mean, the classic client was definitely very nostalgic. I was like going through my runes. I'm like, wait, some of these things are missing, but we'll go with it. It's fine.
All right, so I want to talk about the rivalry because you're facing off against CLG, and I know maybe you are new to the TSM CLG rivalry high, but what do you think is going to happen today? Who's going to win?
I think we will win because I'm emulating the spirit Bjergsen here, and he would win this match if he was here, so I got to do it for him.
Xpecial 2-0?
2-0, I think 3-0 actually.
3-0. Oh, 3-0, okay. Fantastic. We're switching to best of 5 halfway through the series. Fantastic. Really, any final thoughts? Did you guys get a chance to practice Classic ahead of this?
I have to be honest, I worked on it a little bit, so I got some tips, secrets and stuff like that, but we'll have some fun.
All right. Well, that's why you pulled him, actually. He's got the inside loop.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to defer to High. He's got the shot calling master, that mastermind going on, so we're going to be fine.
Fantastic. Well, hey, thank you so much for joining me today on stage. Great to catch up with you both and to come here and watch this rivalry. We're going to throw it back to the caster desk so we can get into the game.
Thank you very much, Travis. Thank you, High. And yeah, agreed. He did work on the game. He was part of playtesting and was like,
wait a second. They're stacking the TSM team.
Just like always, Kobe.
Yeah.
Just like always.
Wait a second.
The funny thing was, getting early playtest feedback. And of course, you only play so many games. So they're like, okay, here's what we think is OP. And one of them is like, yeah, so High played Soraka mid, and we're like really sure it's OP. I'm like, he played this in the LCS.
Yeah.
Against someone who wasn't playing League back then. You might be right, but also, this is not a fair fight.
Yeah. This niche pick that he mastered 10 years ago. And
well, he was like, I played against it in solo queue, and it was really good, so I whipped it out on stage, and it's really good. It's like more or less a story as far as I remember it.
So the old Soraka, the Soraka in this is the stacking star call?
It's stacking star call. It's before the preseason 4 stuff. So it's like the shred scales with rank. You have like a really strong self heal. The MR aura on the passive. Yeah, you just like, as long as you're tanky enough and you don't get ganked, you just spam Q, you win the lane. You get ganked and you're like, I have no escape tools.
Yeah, because the Q hits all minions and them as well, so you're harassing and pushing at the same time.
You tend to win the trades. They're silenced. You have an armor buff on you. Do they auto attack? You have armor. Do they cast spells? They're silenced. I win.
Okay, so did we change this since
no,
I told you it was OP?
No? We had nerfs in, and then by the end we're like, actually, just revert it all, and we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, we'll just see what's high.
Yeah.
Put Melter. It's all right. He's been practicing on PBE also.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Well, we're playing Fearless, right? So you only at once. It's fine.
Yeah.
No big deal.
AP Graga still has, I think, 1.0 ratio on R and Q, or is that?
Yeah, it's like 0.8, 0.9, something pretty high. It's whatever it was for Season 3 Worlds, where he was like the #1 champion of that tournament. So, yeah, it's pretty good.
He steals Barons a lot. I remember that.
Yeah, QR is good stealing.
It was definitely dangerous for all junglers out there. I mean, honestly, I'm super hyped now. Them talking about, I've got secret strategies. I've been prepping this. I've been practicing a little bit.
I mean, honestly, you have 13 years of hindsight to be like, hey, you know what? Actually, this champ was totally, underappreciated back in the day. You bring it out. If it wins, it wins.
You get to mix and match your different stuff, too, like gold per 10 items with the jungle item. I'm curious to see Xmith, the odd one, if they're going to fit in Philo Stone and Heart of Gold, since they also need to build the jungle item, so it's a little bit slower to generate the gold. Yeah. But also, just the stuff they were talking about in terms of the rivalry. Like, this is an LCS show match, but the rivalry in some of these players do predate the LCS rivalry.
Yeah.
Odd one in TSM, Doublelift and Chowster on CLG, that goes all the way back to 2010.
Yeah, I mean, when it always was the most important match whenever we would play against TSM, and even when I was playing against it, sometimes it would be online tournaments, and we would still be like, we need to beat Reggie, like we have to beat TSM. The rivalry, kind of originated with Reggie and Hotshot, and it was about streaming, and it was, in the early days, there was not much money in League of Legends, and so the streaming dollars were very important, and so that was the origins of the rivalry, and then just carried over to when everything just blew up and got bigger and bigger and bigger, and the rivalry got bigger and bigger and bigger.
All right, I've just been told in my headset we are ready, so guess what? It's game 1 time.
LCS fans, let's keep turning back the clock as we now welcome the teams playing in today's classic show match. First up, Counter Logic Gaming! He fell to TSM in the first ever LCS finals, but got his revenge against them 2 years later with CLG, the longest tenured top laner in CLG history. His name is Darshan, but his teacher knew him as Zion Spartan! Alongside Darshan, he helped lead CLG to NA's first ever MSI final, and then did it again 3 years later with Team Liquid. His 6 LCS championships are the most ever by a jungler in LCS history. Welcome back, X-Smithy! A teenage wonder kid who helped lead CLG to their first ever LCS title. Now a 3-time LCS champion. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the notorious POB, it's Paul Belter! The only member of this storied rivalry to cross over from couch surfing to the international stage, this LCS legend started with an empty trophy case and finished with the most titles in LCS history. Give it up for Double Lift! And his support today, a shot-calling god who played 4 different roles with Counter Logic Gaming. His Sona ults are feared by opponents and teammates alike. It's Jouster! 70 minutes to dream. And their opponents today, give it up for Team Solo Mid! Part of 3 championship runs with TSM, he flexed on his opponents at every turn in the top lane. Say hello to Haunter! Next, one of them TSM OGs. He might not be useful on the Rift today, but he'll make sure his opponent is even more useless than him. All hail the General! It's the Odd One! In this alternate dimension, TSM turned to the one man who could take them down to bring their team back to LCS glory. One of the great minds in LOL Esports history and 2-time LCS champion. It's High! He replaced Double Lift on TSM in 2018 and is still taking names on the stage. Just make sure he buys a QSS today. Please welcome Sven! And finally, at support, he helped lead TSM to their first ever LCS title in 2013. He's the first player in LCS history to reach 1,000 assists. They call him the hamster. It's X-Special! Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for TSM versus CLG!
It's gonna be fun.
Hell yeah, Riv.
Man, I literally have tears. My eyes are wet right now from having Riv announce the old players. It feels so good. It feels so good.
That was just, there were some incredible tidbits in.
Yeah, he cooked on the writing for those. That was top tier.
Oh my goodness. All right, TSM versus CLG. As we said, the rivalry kept on getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's peaking right now.
True.
With League Classic coming back, and David Turley.
I'm here. I'm here to play-by-play and do my best to cover how well these guys are doing. We saw a lot of them a few weeks ago, courtesy of Double Lift. That was great. We got to catch up with a lot of folks. We got a couple new ones here as well.
The retirement home tournament.
It was good. He did a great job. I think all the folks there did a great job. Now we get to see Double Lift with the keyboard and mouse instead of the headset.
True.
Yeah. He did all right as a caster, I thought, Jat.
I thought he was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. brought back, channeled 2014 and 2013 Analyst Desk Double Lift.
Yeah, true,
It's
true.
a bit of a co-stream vibe. I'm Fearless with 60 champions is going to be a little interesting.
It's only a VO3.
Yeah, true.
It's not that bad. And I think our draft only has 2 bans total. So that's also...
They're going to have to pre-make all their rune pages, though. Can they make them in Champ Select or no?
No. It's old school, man. You have to do your runes outside of Champ Select. You unlock them.
Better have a rune page ready.
I think we get infinite IP.
Some missing, especially.
So we did cut down slightly on the number of runes. We can expand them over time. We're like very willing to, but it's like people dropping in right after a long time, and because IP gains are pretty accelerated as well, and the rune slots unlock a lot faster as well. It's like we don't want to overwhelm you. Like here's 70 options right away.
Yeah.
So it's like because you can buy like 9 runes after like 8 games. It's like okay, here's like the ones that people actually use for the most part. We tried to include all the ones that were like pretty standard.
So crit runes are in.
Crit damage are in.
We are going to have to look out for the random lucky crits in the early trades.
We would to see if
somebody has a 0.93%.
In this case, we rounded up to 1%. We did some rounding.
A 1% crit rune in there. We're going to have to keep our eye out for the 1% chance.
Yeah. Good memory. It was 93 though, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we've got one more interview. Riv standing by with the odd one.
I am here with the General to find out what commands he's going to be giving throughout the game. Are you going to be shot calling? Do you feel like you need to be a major voice here?
We have high, so it could actually be, he could probably do it really well, but if he doesn't do it, then I'll probably try to help out.
Perfect. Have you inserted the 1 crit rune?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
That's actually amazing. Who are you looking forward to take down the most?
Any of them, because I don't like any of them, so.
That's a really good point, especially that guy that's standing up over there. Probably both of them. What's your score line before we throw it over?
Like, how much are we going to win by?
Yeah, I mean, you're just going to slam them?
Yeah, I guess. That's the plan.
Perfect. Actually, quick question. We played in just a fun match a long time ago, and I was really loud, and you told me to shut the hell up. Do you remember that?
Was that the 8 round? Or?
No, but yeah, it was just a regular summoner's raid.
Vaguely, okay, vaguely. No.
I think about it a lot. All right, good luck today. Take care. Over to you, Travis.
Hello. I'm here right now with Double Lift. What a lot of people don't know is that Double Lift was so committed to the League Classic nostalgia that he actually slept on my couch last night. So does it still hold up?
I even have the same haircut. It's crazy. Yeah. I'm very committed.
Yeah. I really appreciate it. I see in the group chat that you're already calling people names. The rivalry has already started. You called them slimes?
That could be considered a compliment as well. You know,
okay.
It's like it's 50-50.
Yeah, it's tough to keep up with the Zoomer language these days. I say. What is going to happen in today's match?
That's a good question. I wish I could say we're gonna steamroll them, but I heard Odd One's been trying for his life. He's like full-time jobbing League Classic, playing 80 games. So that's making me a little nervous. You know, because I played a little bit. I think Eugene, also Pope, has played a little bit, but they might be trying for like this might be like the most important thing to win this. So we have to like step up. We have to lock in.
You don't just remember everything that happens in this game?
Dude, it's not even like one patch. It's like an amalgamation of like a bunch of different stuff. So I think you have to play it and then get used to the jank, and it'll come back to you. But like you have to play a bit first.
Well, excited to see if you can get used to the jank over the next couple of games.
Yeah.
We're gonna throw it back to the caster desk.
Thank you very much. I will say Pope has played more than a little bit. Every single log on PvE, he is in game at that point in time. I think he's probably like 50 games deep.
Good. I mean, we need that because Hai literally was making the game with you.
Yeah. Hai's also probably several dozen games deep as well. So both mid laners know everything.
I saw one of Pobelter's TikToks, and this was just when the PvE leak happened, so he hadn't even played, and it was just like 200 item icons.
Yeah.
And he just ran through every single item icon and named it from memory. So he's going to be ready. He remembers it, and he's been practicing it.
Yeah. I'm excited to see if anyone does pull out the stuff from farther back. Like some of these guys were competing in 2010, 2011 stuff, but it's like, Innovating Locket is back, right? We got Soul Shroud and Promote and Rally and stuff in there. It's like, Rally is still probably the best summoner spell. We didn't see in the show match. They were wrong.
Yeah, I feel like if you put original Rally in, that got removed really early. That was like a 2011
Yeah, the
removal.
first one had Regen on it, which was definitely too good. Now it's just AD and AP.
Yeah, people
Still
don't know.
incredibly
It's just
good.
a summoner spell that just puts down a flag.
Yeah.
And then buffs everything in that area for a pretty long period of time.
Yeah, so back in like 09, 2010, like I was actually competing some as well, and I really hated playing against Dan Din, an Epic gamer, because he would play Nunu and you could consume the rally. So I just lost my and the thing is, you can't consume champions on Nunu. So what else is he gonna do except get rid of my summoner spell? And I'm like, yeah, that sucks.
Can he still consume rally?
I would hope so. I don't think we just excluded it. And if you can't, that's a bug.
All right, good tech. Good tech.
Yeah. But we are ready to go. Yeah. Picks and bans getting ready to get started here in game 1.
Oh, look at that.
And I can't believe you're trying to ban Tryndamere.
They've already banned out Double-less Vayne.
Yeah, Double-less Vayne. Tryndamere is very good.
I was going to say, some of these icons might be hard to recognize. The Tryndamere one.
That's true, actually.
I'm glad you called out the Tryndamere one because it's looking a little bit different. And we got some of the originals, too. You know, the original.
High Soraka mid.
Instantly
High
Soraka
mid.
Good.
You've already brought it up. The unnerfed Soraka mid.
Yep. Have fun, Pope.
Could be a support, but if they know.
Lee Sin was looking very good in the hands of Zatai at the international, League Classic show match that we had.
Yep, that champ's kind of looking nice as well. We got the Chouster Lulu. This is, by the way, the Lulu gives AP on the W, not attack speed, so be mindful of who you're putting the buff on.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
So the Mage's bottom lane.
Mage's bottom lane are back. Double lift famed for his mages in the bottom lane. He's for sure.
He was really good at the Vladimir.
He's going to play some Brand, I'm pretty sure. Oh, also.
The Warwick.
Speaking of the Warwick, which is really solid. This is early Ezreal. The W heals.
Yeah.
This is Ezreal W with healing. AP Ezreal really good. AD Ezreal probably also very good. But a lot of variety here.
I think High is coaching them on everything that's broken right now. Honestly.
I think almost certainly.
And they just have a lot of healing already.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
And Warwick was one of the best OG junglers because you could still stay so healthy.
He can zero potion the jungle.
Compared to all the other junglers, had to struggle a bit more.
Yeah. This is a Twitch with full invisibility. It's pretty similar to the modern kit, other than your Q is full on invis. Of course, they have a vision ward.
So you can be like point blank next to them.
You can stand on somebody, they don't see you. But vision wards reveal invisibility. So, and they're invisible, which means you can just get seen by a ward and not know it.
And Corky Q?
Corky Q does not reveal in business version. Okay. That got removed way far back.
That's old Vhagar, right?
This is
Karthus.
That was
not
Karthus,
anymore. That's Jax. Olaf. This is probably the Olaf version of Olaf, if you remember that as the verb.
The Olaf version?
He got Olaf in Season 3.
And he got super nerfed.
Yeah, this champ might suck. It might be truly terrible.
Olaf in League Classic.
Yeah.
As a trap card.
Look, we'll tune him eventually.
You have to teach all the new people that are playing the mode what it means.
Yeah, Olaf is a verb. It's named for Olaf. This Janna global move speed on the passive. Have fun.
Yeah, I think Janna was one of the most OP supports for sure.
Yeah. Alrighty, so those are the champs going to be locked in. We'll be in game shortly when we get the chance to, but those are your rosters. Amumu, of course, in the jungle. Lee Sin looking to be in the top lane, and they're going to remake because they need to swap champions and whatnot.
And apparently they get to make rune pages. They
can do the rune pages out of client. That's so inauthentic.
It is very League Classic-esque, though. If we think about the original esports broadcast, before there was a spectator mode, they had to hack in a special summoner spell and a 6th player that could just press it to get global vision, sit in base, and not affect the game. Yeah. That was a real thing that happened.
And before that, there wasn't even the spectators button. You had to be the 6th player and play like Sivir so you could spell shield the Karthus ult.
Well,
otherwise, you might die in the fountain.
I remember a lot of online tournaments, we would have people playing Teemo as the extra person. Just crawling around.
And with your ambient gold, you should buy like a Negatron cloak so you don't randomly die to like an Ezreal ult or a Karthus ult. I remember buying Negatron cloaks while spectating. Because that would make sure you didn't randomly give someone 300 gold.
Competitive
old school, baby.
That was awesome. But there was a spec client by Season 1, I think.
Yeah, eventually. I don't remember exactly. I remember there was a while where then it was summoner spells you had mentioned.
When
eventually we had actual
basement.
spectate. I don't remember when though.
Man. I just want to play.
Ooh, I have another random actually story from back in the day.
Yes, please.
So when I was a community intern, or maybe when I was like an associate community manager as well, like first year or so at Riot, people kept uploading videos on YouTube to steal your account. And it was like, map hacks for League of Legends. And it was like clips from spectated League of Legends games. Like stuff like I was like literally casting, right? But it's all muted, whatever. And it's like, look, you can see the entire screen. This is a functioning map hack. And I remember like having to like do a bunch of like manual like I don't know if it's DMCA probably, but like, hey, this is copyright infringement. We own this content.
Yeah.
Like, take this video down YouTube. And I'd like spend a couple hours like every couple of days just like taking down all these like fake map pack videos. And it was all the same footage. It was like, it's copied from this exact video. Like, I had a notepad of like, here are the 6 videos they take stuff from. Like, here are the 6 esports matches that they're taking clips from. And I was like, we own this. This is the video. We own this. This is the video. Take these down. And of course, they're all comments disabled. You know, no upvotes, downvotes allowed. Yeah, there's another random old story for you.
Freak out there, laying down the judgment, trying to keep the rift clean.
Yep. I remember doing a search through summoner names, because I had access to the player support tools for a while as well. And it was like, hey, we should get rid of people with like racist summoner names. That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
And I remember like doing a search, and you put asterisk to the side, right? Like just show me this slur and put any word that's the slur in it. And I would just like do a hard replace.
Yeah.
So anytime I see someone with like the replaced word in there, I'm like, was your I was like, I put your name as like, I don't know, Aurelia lover in the middle, right? It's like everyone just had Aurelia lover in the middle. That was like, or whatever, right? And it was like, everybody's talking like, were you? We're just going to plausible deniability.
Ah, man.
You've been a bad summoner, I think.
You might have been a bad summoner.
I had a friend who had a really offensive name, so much so that when he had the name, and I'm going to make this safer, Aaron.
Okay.
When he would get a kill, the in-game call-out actually blanked it out. So it was blank, 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 penetration was his name. Yeah, but that got changed to nasal pen. And they wouldn't let him change it back because like you had a bad name, we're just going to make your name something else. And then you have to play the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah, that's what they would do.
Yeah, I remember having some of those.
But it's crazy that he got the name through, and then the in-game filter wasn't willing to show it.
That is kind of funny.
I did not have a bad name on my account, but Freak, you did ban personally one of my accounts.
Yeah.
Freak banned Kobe?
He banned one of my accounts because Hotshot wanted to play it, and you're not supposed to share accounts.
For account sharing. Did you do it on stream?
I did let him. Well, he wasn't supposed to stream. I was letting him use my account, and then he streamed with it, and Freak was literally watching.
Yeah.
And so Freak banned it. And then Hotshot's like, sorry, bro.
Yeah. And then for the first like 3 years of working at the LCS, you're like, hey man, can you unban my account? And I was like, well, you account shared. What do you want me to do about this?
Yeah.
Consequences of your action, bro.
Freak gave no special treatment.
I did not.
I've never gotten that account back.
It's gone forever.
It's gone forever.
Isn't it actually unbanned because it was like only like a couple years or whatever?
Well, I've never gotten it back. Maybe Hotshot. Maybe
Hotshot's George can just log in and play still. We'll just reban if we see it.
Yeah, there you go.
Good times.
All right, so they are just remaking the champion select so they can all get in there with the correct runes and the correct champions for game number 1 here.
They're loading in now. It is Warwick Jungle. It is Olaf top.
Okay,
Ghost Ignite.
We got Ghost Ignite Olaf top.
Ignite Flash for Zion.
We have a lot of barrier on the Soraka and the Ezreal.
I will say the team fight does look pretty good from the Twitch plus a Mumu combination down here.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
I do kind of like this.
It
I have a lot of good
one-shot. There's so much healing on the TSM side.
Yeah, I have a lot of good memories of Mumu plays, and be able to get in there with Flash and Ultimate. So we'll see if Mr. X Smithy can pull it off.
Yes, sir. They're just loading in right now.
Oh my goodness, we have old icons too, baby. Let me see some of these icons.
League Classic. The health bars on the Dragon and Baron are so small, like back in the day.
Yeah.
There we go.
Just like old times.
Just like old times.
The old icons, the old chants. That's got to be Kangas doing his
That's got to be Kangas.
That's a new CLG chant.
Yeah, that's not the original CLG chant, but it's a level 1
no! It's an Olaf. Chaucer's got the slow. He's walking away. He's going to live for that one.
How's he going to get back to top lane?
I got to point out the, minions don't spawn until, they don't crash at, 1:30 into the game, so you have, infinite time.
Long time, yeah.
Yes.
A lot of time for level 1s.
Yeah, level 1s are back. Trinkets start on cooldown. You got to watch your own entrances. None of this coward stuff. You got to either get the Voyage reward, or stand there and take an Olaf Q to the face.
And we were talking about it a bit earlier, but Warwick Jungle only has to buy the 2 potions here.
Yeah.
Xmithy dumping his whole wallet for the 5 potions for a Mumu.
Yeah. Meanwhile, 3 wards inventory for special to start it out. Hey, supports, enjoy not having gold. At least Chaucer decided he wanted a Philo Stone earlier.
You got to spend money. I was going to say to make money, but you also don't make money.
You also don't make money.
You got to spend money to stay alive.
Exactly.
Yep.
Oh, he gets smite though. He's going to be fine. There you go. You get level 2 off second one. Big trade, huge damage. He's got the mastery for 3 gold every 10 seconds on auto attack.
Chauster versus Xpecial.
Look at that damage.
Bringing
Plus
me
3 gold.
back.
Dude, Xpecial just griefed. How many autos did that Lulu get? Like +6, +9 gold, maybe?
Chauster's still got the brain, Freak.
Yeah.
Not wasting his money on wards either.
This is the odd one counter jungling tutorial we were talking about, chat.
Yep, do the level 1 invade, harass him, get him low. I can take his red. He didn't save his smite though, but he can just push him.
Fight!
Maybe.
He's gonna hit it.
He's got the red.
Ooh.
And that is Smithy walking away. Is he? Yeah, he's afraid of his own Raptors.
Around now. High has
High's
pushed
here.
This is just like old times.
Pushy. Nice 3 gold.
The odd one jungle tutorial live.
Big damage to Sven now as well. Of course, barrier pop for the early trade. I will say no one in 2013 would barrier early. I actually remember getting flamed on ladder in like the 2010s of like using my heal like kind of on
Oh, this is an old one.
Oh, dang.
2018, when Kuba was a puppy, calling the games between TSM and CLG. Insane.
All right, who's it going to be? Who's it going to be?
I don't remember.
Who's it going to be?
I spoil it in the title.
CLG bias.
Yeah, I'm just...
CLG TSM Kubo.
Oh! Even through the attacks. Even through the attacks, still gets over to the CLG food afterwards.
Dang. I mean, food is just kind of good.
That's dedication. I mean,
aren't that strong.
there are some extremely dedicated CLG fans.
Yeah,
and
true.
a lot of them are here today.
Yeah, they somehow still support the team. It's crazy. They lost for so long.
They did.
That's what builds
But they were
character,
rewarded.
Freak.
True. Double F has a lot of character.
True. And then he had a lot of trophies afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. He built up to it. It's perfect. Look at that last hitting. Wow. Incredible stuff right now.
Still got it. I mean, Double is still playing Challenger and streaming every day, so.
Yep.
We'll see. I mean, we were discussing beforehand too who's going to be the sharpest and who's going to be the most sweaty.
Yeah.
We have Double Lift and Sven, which are both probably the 2 peak players on for each team because Sven obviously is still playing LCS and Double Lift is still playing Challenger every day.
And Pobelter and High, I think, are also a relatively even match. I mean, Freak and I saw them in the Double Lift retirement home tournament. They're matching each other pretty well. High was quite good. He didn't play League for a while, but with his job at Riot, he's been playing a lot of League, so he's been able to
on the
playtest
GAT team.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like ATM machine.
Yeah.
T-Start.
With Meteos, by the way. How cool is that you have
great.
old Cloud9 members playing together on the test team at Riot?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, they're wonderful. They're good to work with. I like them.
All right, Freak, talk to us about this OP Soraka, okay?
Yeah, so you have Infinite Wave Pariah, which is obviously pretty good.
Yeah.
Turrets are vaguely squishy in this as well. They're a lot more durable on live, so you can see like some decent turret pressure. Last hitting's not too bad on our tower, but
just
since mana costs are generally higher, it's like you don't always have enough to clear everything. But yeah, Doran's Ring stack, so you get your mana back for everything you kill.
And back in the day, minion priority, it's big now, but it was even bigger back then because minions are so strong comparatively. To how much you can get accomplished with champions. So having that ability to shove waves and harass as well is crazy.
None of those silly alcoves on the map either.
Yeah.
True.
Okay, Madrid's Razor for the Warwick, and then just the normal
Flare.
Spirit Stone for Xmythos. So you can go Feral Flare in this version.
Yeah. It'll be Feral Flare, almost certainly. I don't see why you wouldn't bother with that one. The ult does apply on hits. First Vision Ward is on the map. It's invisible. It reveals invisibility. If someone else had warded it, they would know.
Kind of just good wards versus bad wards is kind of how it breaks down.
Yeah, I mean, they cost twice as much, but yeah. They're strictly better.
Yeah.
They just cost more.
These are the pink ones. That's why we call them pink wards.
They're pink wards, yeah. If you didn't know why they're called pink wards, that's why.
This is why. The original. All right, so now we have some resets too. So Xpecial off of his reset here has some support roam time, and since High has permanent priority from mid lane, it allows the Janna Soraka duo invade.
Yeah, let's go. I will say, though, both these are no longer pro supports. They actually built Philosopher's Stone. If you were really good, you would just have a Sight Stone and buy more wards. So they're taking this game a little casually, as far as I'm concerned.
So I feel like the nostalgia and the fact that you just get the getting gold, really, I would do the same thing.
I know.
I would get in there and I'm buying Hearts of Gold when
I'm buying like 3 GP10 items every game on support.
Just every game
I'm
is
going to go Fearless Turn, Heart of Gold, Cage's pick.
Oh,
He's level 6!
Flash ult! A lot of damage on Xmythy. He's only level 5. Doesn't have a good way out. Flashes the wall. Oh! One more auto. Is it enough? No! He's regenning! And Xpecial! Oh, he's done for the tower! Oh, he gets the trade!
First blood bonus though, and now Odd One is overcommitted.
Level 6 Ari lands the Q, jumps in, big damage, charm, plenty of damage there, 20% damage amp for 6 seconds. Needs one more set of spells, jumps in, gets the kill for Pobelter.
Let me hear the crowd! CLG! Let's get in there with the bias. CLG, baby. That's 2 kills. Okay, TSM got first blood. But chat, which one's worth it here?
It's not worth it for Odd One. Burns flash ult. Xmithy, who's been set behind, ends up getting a return kill back. Not to mention, Doublelift able to just kind of freely farm, not getting pressured by the Johnarome again. And Odd One probably shouldn't have flash ulted. He had enough time to walk him down, then he could have flash followed, and I think gets this kill easily.
Their CC was a bit overlapped there. Didn't completely layer it correctly. And Xmithy goes back in to ensure that he's going to get that kill now.
Oh, level 6 on Sven.
Yeah, big damage. Doublelift is fully invisible. He's fine. Gets a shield. Not the best trade, but Sven's pretty low on mana, so he's not going to die too quickly. Nice knock up there, has to barrier, stays alive.
Barrier bait!
Die! Doublelift pops the ult, makes it 3 for CLG. He's
going to make it 4.
That's barrier. He's invisible, he's fast.
He's moving.
Oh, yeah.
Freak, you asked me, am I going to be biased? And when I'm seeing these nameplates, I really want CLG to win. I really wanted to start just screaming CLG.
You can. Doublelift is going to carry this game at this point. With the early laning phase, I don't remember how bad the early laning phase of Twitch was supposed to be, but not getting level 6 first, absorbing this initial 2v2, and then turning it around for double kill after what happened in the jungle, insane.
Yeah, the poke that they got on Doublelift before this started gave them a lot of confidence, but then they turned a lot of it into Chaucer, and Doublelift here under tower, doing a really good job.
And getting 6 there, of course, a really big deal for the damage as well. Bumps his AD.
Yeah, pops his ult and all the extra range.
Oh, shit.
Tracking the level 6 experience.
Yep, that was good.
We also got some classic stats. The first time X Special got first blood in a game since 2015 Summer Playoffs versus TSM.
Wow.
So 11 years later.
Old Dragon, baby. That brings me back, too.
Yep. Yeah,
this thing is all gold.
It's worth gold and local experience.
Give me that gold.
Oh, so much local experience, too, though. If you solo Drake, you would just shoot up in level.
Wait, I wasn't even looking. You don't have the Dragon beating there at the very beginning of the game, level 1.
So,
because we had crazy level 1 fights, I remember.
There used to be level 1 rally strats around.
Right now we're doing like 2-ish minute Dragon spawn, like it's after minions. If you go back to beta, it really was start of the game. I used to play a 5-stack with friends where we would we'd pick 5 Aura champions. We'd literally run 5 smites. And we would Dragon at level 1. Yeah. And we just got so high we started fighting against TSM, and they'd be like, Dowers would walk in with E-start jacks and be like, you can't win. I'm going to stun your team every 3 seconds.
I spent so much time making custom games, because this is before Practice Tool.
Right.
And just making custom rune pages to figure out which champs I could cheese early Drake with.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the best one was an armor stacking Amumu that could do it at level 3.
Pretty good. There's a charm through the barrier. The stun's going to land.
Got him!
Goodbye, CLG again.
Bo Belter with the snipe there. Hits the charm. Able to land it there. And that sets up the bandage toss from Xmithy. They still got it. I mean, I'm feeling pretty confident with the CLG boys
I just want to see how much the healing Ezreal and the Soraka can stack, because once they get a few items, the old strat with stuff like this, would you just group mid and there'd be so much healing from the Ezreal W and the Soraka healing that you just couldn't move them. So if the initial fight from an Amumu ult doesn't work, TSM could actually just walk down a minion wave and push 2 or 3 turrets.
Also, Freak, I seem to remember we have a lot of comebacks and very long games in the old days. How likely is that? What kind of mechanics did you put in the game as far as comebacks, and how close is it to modern League of Legends in that area?
So it's largely period accurate Season 3, Season 4 stuff. We'll take this fight first, and I'll talk a little bit more about it. As the slow comes in just in time, they're still trading. Yeah, Sven's going to live. Doublelift wants something. If he has ult, he can do a lot here. Okay, so it's the Season 4 Dragon in terms of the gold and XP value increases with level.
Okay.
I did not include the combat XP that comes with that one, so it's just ramping.
They're going to
gain extending the farm.
We'll keep talking about this fight then. Jump forward on Chaucer. He's going to try to run for move speed. Doublelift's invisible. He's going to be fine. Has to guess where he is in the queue. Yeah, good luck, buddy. Yeah. Buy a control ward, bro. Sorry, pink ward. Buy a pink ward. Buy a pink ward. Do your job.
As you mentioned, the true stealth, so he can actually still stay close to the champions. I like that.
Dude, and Chaucer's on harder gold as well. He is just going for cash.
Yeah, I mean, he's gained 175 with his Philo Stone and 85 with his Heart of Gold so far. We never used to have the tooltips for how much gold you gained. You'd have to math it out yourself. So this is This is going to make these items very addicting to build.
Yeah, we've done some visualization stuff there. Actually, if we want, spectators, if they want, can also hover the dragon for how much XP and gold it gives. I added that one as well. So instead of looking up a wiki, it just tells you what it's worth. I think that's probably worthwhile. I feel like that's a good thing for the game.
We have the technology.
We do. It's actually
Less
so easy
hidden
now.
information.
It feels so good to like build those two. It's like not hard. It's like, oh, I feel so smart.
Xpecial is also taking your advice and gone with the extra Sightstone ward here. Sightstone.
Yeah, he's finally got Sightstone. That's a good idea. Still needs a Vision Ward at some point, but, you know, people will learn. It's been a while. So we were talking about comeback mechanisms and whatnot. So there are very few overt comeback mechanics. Like Champion comeback XP existed in Champ Kills back in 2013. It still exists here. The tuning is really similar, which is to say, like, it exists, right? Higher level champs with more XP. If you're under leveled, you gain some more. Right, Dragon and minions ramp over time. They're like just sort of worth more late game, so you can kind of weather the storm and fight a good fight later, and it's kind of worth more. I think that's actually a good natural way of creating comebacks. Just kind of raise the stakes.
Dive here.
Kick back just in time, but double ulti still across. Good luck, buddy. They took no damage from that tower, by the way.
Turrets are weak.
Charm. Big yield, doesn't matter.
Ahri is stronger, though, and they can just keep pushing. That's needed to see large rod. Kind of full damage. Ahri taking down the cheese pick Soraka mid.
Walks right by him.
I mean, so 2 successful plays, one for TSM playing up to Hanser, and then one for CLG on the other side. But CLG also still have the really big lead for their bottom lane, and Blade of the Ruin King for a rush item here for Twitch still is a real nice power spike for Double Lift.
Big damage. W for the attack speed slow there as well. Double wants to turn invisible. If he's taking damage, he has to wait 6 seconds to turn invisible, but it looks like it's on cooldown, or actually doesn't even use it. Felt like he was safe, and he's right. Holding barrier as well. Sven walks in, doesn't quite land as slow it looks like.
This is rather ambitious. They think they'd be able to turn it. They have barrier, Lulu ult, Lulu shield, but they're low.
Good sidestep. Still got hands.
You know, everyone still uses blue Ezreal skin too. And I like
yeah, still frosted.
It's the original skin, and still one of the most prolific.
Are there punishments for laners taking jungle monsters in Classic?
No. There's no like special jungle XP. The monster's worth what the monster is. Respawns are 75 seconds though, so it doesn't even like take much from your team to poach them.
Okay.
You can just kind of grab these. So yeah, these monsters are pretty squishy. I actually realized earlier this week the health scaling of monsters is actually a little bit lower than it was back in the day, so I got to fix that for next patch.
Okay.
It's not by a large amount, but it's like they have like 20% less health than they should at the end of the game. It's like it's technically there. But yeah, it's all the same like respawn timings and basic gold dice XP values. So yeah, go ahead and poach your raptors all the time.
Okay. What is Shushei's mana jug? I just built.
It is the AP Chalice upgrade that gives you mana on takedown. We renamed it for Shushei basically. It figures it fits Kragus pretty well. It's pretty iconic, but yeah, it's the Chalice AP upgrade.
So is it Athene's
formerly.
Holy Grail? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, shout out to Sushei, the legend. Speaking of legends, though, the TSM and CLG rivalry. This goes a long, long time, and let's bring up the historic record. We had all the interviews with the players at the beginning as High's under attack again.
Yeah.
He wasn't there for a lot of those games.
Oh, the Janna's here in time. High's going to live.
Though.
And Sven's going to live.
As we're going back through memory lane, we get a bunch of action right away.
Yeah, you saw the record there, and it was very TSM-sided, and TSM has just taken the gold lead in this game. They've already made that comeback a reality here, only 15 minutes in. TSM strikes back, and they're going to get the dragon as well. I mean, all of the players, we were doing the the interviews beforehand. The reason it was such a lopsided rivalry in the beginning and all of the early years is TSM, they just won everything, chat. CLG, we are constantly losing and constantly losing, and it built up, it really built up frustration on the side of CLG.
In the first 5 years of LCS, TSM made every single final. 10 in a row. But here, Double Lift tries to open up on Sven. Sven lands the WR, doesn't miss, and just has more damage. Lands every single Q on a Double Lift.
Yeah, well played by him.
Was his W and I'm checking his attack speed slow?
Yeah.
Yep. It's 5% attack speed slow though.
Well, yeah, he's rank 1.
And that's Iceborne Gauntlet for you there on display with Blue Ezreal. Blue Ezreal.
70 armor?
Blue Ezreal is all the rage, okay? He's got the Blue Ezreal skin, and you go with the tier with the Iceborne. It is super OP for those one-on-ones with enemy AD carries.
He might even go Auto Lizard, right? It's available. You can buy it.
Could.
That was part of the build.
Go full blue Ezreal here. I mean, I like that Sven is really playing into the nostalgia. That was one of the most epic things.
Yep, for sure. looking pretty nicely. But yeah, you'll notice that, you know, champions are just a lot more durable. The first item out of high and mid lane has a bunch of MR in it. First item out of Sven and bot lane has a bunch of armor on it. Like, champs just kind of are more durable here.
Yeah, the 1v1 fight going a lot longer.
Yeah.
Then,
I mean, he survived a straight up 2v1, right? Like, through a Mumu as well.
True. All right, the invades are also continuing. This is dangerous for Smithy.
Yep. Oh, nice try there. Actually, I have a random Smithy story as well, which is when he was qualifying for Season 1. Hold on, we got to fight. Look at the charm. He's going to land it. Arcane still comes in. DFG, good damage. Smithy gets the kill by landing the ulti. Special not long for the world, and nothing for Odd One to do either. CLG are on. Baron.
Just do Baron, why not?
17 minutes. Baron's already spawned, baby.
I mean, there's not a lot that TSM can do about it. Soraka is going to have to walk all the way here for high.
Hunter's thinking about it. So the old Olaf ult gives armor and MR. So if he runs in there, he'll be relatively tanky. And he's trying to buy, just trying to wait for Soraka to get here. Sees them now.
Sees the vision. It's going to be
getting
smiteable,
pretty low, though. He's going.
He doesn't get much of it done. They're going to go ahead and grab the Baron as well as they can. Lulu ult is on. Not much that double can do. Oh, he turned invisible, but he's still burned down. Get the claim on the Baron as they trade back to the Olaf.
That was a noble effort by Hunter there. You really got to remember that old invisibility. I'm like, why did he stop hitting him? Because he just disappeared.
Yep.
My goodness. Getting in there. Getting the kill on the double to take off one of the Barons, but that's about it. All right, let's take another look at it. It's Pobelter and Double Lift on the flank. The Assassin and the invisible AD carry popping out.
Yep. Pure Assassin status there. Not much you can do about that one.
Yeah, really good flank and really good defense here for CLG to earn them the Baron. This is so good for our first game. We're getting back and forth.
True.
This is perfect, man.
Yep. I will say this Baron is different from what you saw at the MSI show match. We saw a lot of feedback, people who were like, hey, this feels a little bit too modernized. So this Baron buff, basically it's the same buff on champions, AD, AP, regen. That's like full Season 3. The one modernization is it does affect explicitly cannon minions, no longer melee and ranged. It is still like, hey, want to make sure games don't go a full hour. That said, as with anything, we'll listen to feedback. If you're like, I want an hour-long game, and that's overwhelming consensus, that's fine. We can pull stuff back. But we're giving a little bit of siege power by saying, look, if you play with a cannon minion, it's going to have the bonus range.
All right, how... Wait a second.
And of course, Double is dead, so he doesn't have this. Or he had died when he got Baron.
Run down Hanser. Hanser could turn this if he was in a one-on-one. He definitely would have. Blade of the Rune King on the Olaf is going to be very powerful here.
Yeah. He does have ult, but all of CLG are coming down to this side of the map. Looks like they're making a big rotation, and TSM are making the call. So CLG sending everybody to the bottom side of the map, and TSM are just going to split push with High staying top and the rest of them holding mid.
All right, bottom turret's gone. You see the gold within about 1,000 right now as the siege keeps going on. Lucky pick in, Ruby Sightstone all the way upgraded here for Chowster. So you guys built basically every gold 10 item aside from Average Blade, which wouldn't make any sense there. Q lands, he's going to try. Arcane Shift away, he's going to be fine. Q's going to land for the slow, but Zion Spartan won't go for more.
Okay, then we got Hanser chasing Double Lift around in that bottom.
Oh, Charm lands.
That's huge.
Yeah, goodbye.
Dude, Pobelter
He's really showing up.
Yep. Double Lift flashes to stay in melee range, pops barrier, he's gonna still die! Can Hanser lifesteal? He cannot. Smithy takes him down.
Hunter's getting a lot of revenge on Peter in this game. Couple of kills onto Double Lift there for him, but still going down, and so CLG going to get a lot as far as the gold is concerned.
Still waiting to see if they're ever able to group up and try one of these longer extended pushes, but
Pobelter
is finding everyone.
Jeez.
That wasn't even with the DFG active. That's just how fed he is.
Yeah, he ignited, but this is a full squishy build out of the Warwick. He went, he's going towards Rune King.
Nobody saw.
200 IQ.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
I mean, you were talking about how High was helping in the creation of this mode.
Yeah.
But Pobelter also had just been spamming a lot.
Yeah.
Himself for streaming purposes, and looks like for good reason they were not worried about the Soraka mid, and he has had a good counter. They're going to flank again. Another.
Good luck, Sven. One dodge, gets a quick slow. Yeah, no way out of that one. Double Sven's the kill again.
Couple of times, Sven's getting picked off.
Uh-oh. No more dashes, but they might have to damage. Yeah, with the red buff slow, it could be enough to kill it special. Dances around, lands a slow. DFGW.
DFT.
Oh, jeez. 14-5. CLG run away with kills. Still are pretty close to gold. It's a big farm lead in both top and jungle.
Yeah, and since whenever you had a Mumu in the old days too. Oh, Pobelter!
Huge
Can't
charm.
miss.
Ulti's going to land. Do they have enough healing, though? They're going to try. Keep in mind, this Mumu ult does not stun. You can still cast spells during it. And High is able to put enough heals that they all live.
Yeah. Also going full tank of Mumu, so Xmithy not doing a huge amount of damage. Double going for the
you're
finish,
so dead.
though. Thinking about it.
Wait, if Abon has ult, he can just...
Yeah, he just murdered him.
Yeah. He's got decent damage. He is stacking the Pharaoh Flare here.
Yeah, trying to chase him back off. But when you have a Mumu, you just feel so good forcing these fights.
Holly was great. Hey. Okay, all up top. Janet. It's 2 items. How long?
Nothing.
Nice.
Whoa! Big fight.
Hey, but he killed Twitch again.
Yeah. Hunter killed Doublelift again.
Well, they're trying. All right, in the
they
front
can walk
row.
him down a bit here.
Big charm, even bigger damage. Welter's unstoppable, looking for a bit more. High going to do what he can, but unfortunately a little bit low on mana on this rocket. Needs a shutdown or a takedown to get his mana back. Doesn't really have it here. Special running dangerously low. Zion Spartan knocks him down. Sven's going to try. Cannot do enough. He's still trying. Barrier autos. The Q's going to land and a double kill for Zion Spartan.
Big play there by CLG, but I feel like it's all around Pobelter on Ahri here, getting the burst down so that any sustained healing from the Soraka, especially when High runs out of mana, isn't going to matter.
So I am super impressed with Pobelter, but he's been practicing a lot. Chauster is an accountant. He does taxes. He does not play League of Legends anymore. This man also has not died and has played such a good Lulu here for the team supporting.
I'm looking at
Soraka no mana, Soraka no mana, Soraka no mana.
Wait, win this. Just go in Ez, go in Ez. Janna's one shot. I have nothing. I have no Wow, this shit is fucking...
Uh-oh.
Ooh. Nice. Oh, nice. Did we take Drac? No, man.
It's all coming back. It's all coming back. I like how they're so talking so much in comms too, and even the guys that haven't played in a while doing shot calling.
Yeah, it's nice. It was pretty good. Unfortunately, it's really like Hanser versus the world here. He's got 2/3 of his team's kills, and that's unfortunate.
I do feel like TSM does need to build some MR. Like, Pobelter is one-shotting them. There's still people with no MR. Oh, he's going on double lift.
He's in on double lift. Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage, but Lulu was there to be the pocket. Ulti maybe going to come across pretty soon. True Shot Barrage going to land. Double lift staying alive still as the heals come across, and Zion Spartan now unstoppable. Very low, and Lulu got to be careful. And maybe holding the front line as well as a now double kill in for the Lee Sin. High's going to keep going, but it's got to be careful. Q's going to land. Triple kill for Zion Spartan. There's still 2 more enemies alive, but I don't know if anyone can kill that Hanser. Jump over the wall for Sven. Able to get stunned up. It's going to be double kill if he can. Does get a shutdown across.
Double lift steals Zion Spartan's pentakill at the end there. It was close, but he could have had it.
They're all fighting for their lives, and Zion Spartan is laughing about it.
He's doing great.
He is doing magnificently. He's got the most kills in the whole game. 8 now for the Lee Sin.
Watch it one more time. Just flies right onto him on top of the controller that he doesn't see. But it ends up backfiring as Double Lift stays alive for so long.
Yeah, they couldn't get the first Mystic shot onto him when they were trying to collapse here. And then with the extra support, they're able to stay alive. Zion Spartan on the bottom of your screen nails another Q onto High to take out the Soraka.
And then at the end here, Sven going to chase a kill, but Double Lift actually comes back into the fight at the very end. And that last auto attack gets the shutdown.
Penta, let me fuck. No, Peter, why? Why? What did I do, man?
All right, we're clipping that for sure. Yeah. No, Peter, why?
In his defense, it wasn't even a quadra. It was too long, and the whole thing fell apart. So I know we count it. I know we would count it. I know we would count it. But it was technically a triple.
Double Lift's on the attack again.
Hello, I'm invisible. Have fun.
I was hiding.
I was hiding.
Whoa.
I love kicking the dead body.
Yep.
I think this one's getting out of control. They killed Sven in X Special. CLG might be walking it in for a Game 1 win if they keep pushing.
This seems pretty likely at this point.
This is really early for a Classic game, too. We're only 26 minutes in.
I mean, they're killing them so fast. Like, it's 26-8. This is how durable turrets normally are. It's really similar to how much gold champs normally gain. They're going to go for the push right there. Goodbye to High. Gets knocked down by the Mimu ulti, and Zion Spartan again. Legendary 10, 1, and 4. Absolutely huge from the top laner, as now, well, he's going to try his darndest, but Hanser does not have enough damage will finally fall for the ace. CLG on 28 kills, and they will take game 1 against TSM as they farm kills against TSM in the base.
CLG chance coming through strong for the game 1 victory. Kobe, is this a rerun of Madison Square Garden 2015 when they got the sweep?
Well, yeah, we got to wait until the end, okay? Don't be a game 1 Andy, but it looks very good for Counter Logic Gaming.
Definitely does, and I gotta say, the solo lanes have really stepped up. Like, as the big ones, right? Like, clearly, Pabelter was massive, and despite, Zion Spartan getting kind of a little bit down in lane, he was huge for cleaning up the team fights.
So you know what we all do, in the old days, everyone goes to Reddit right after the first game here, and everyone's in there. I can see the threads already being created. What the heck? We need Bjergsen. Somebody get Bjergsen here. This Soraka mid from high is not cutting it. Pabelter's running over us.
What are they doing? Low damage, low damage team comp, 8 deaths. Jana.
Hey, but Zion Spartan here on the Lee Sin, though, making some moves. This is Fearless as well, by the way, so all these champions are going to be out for the next game.
Only 50 to choose from now.
That's
down
true.
From 60.
Yeah. Also, I've been corrected by someone in the audience. It was a Quadra. It showed it on screen. My bad. I'm sorry.
Was?
I mean, according to a random person who showed me a phone, so that must be true. That's how this works here with live events. So, my apologies.
Yeah. You know they usually say default to trust. Oh,
yeah.
Well, let's hear from Riv and Zion Spartan on stage, getting ready right now. After what could have been a penta.
I am here with the Zion Spartan. You got a hall pass to come join me. That would have been your first penta ever on an LCS stage. What's going through your mind?
Why? Why? Like, why do people steal your penta kills, Like, why can't we just help each other have good moments?
And you were telling him it was a penta.
Yeah, I was like, penta, 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 and he's like, oh, my bad. I thought he was trying to kill me.
Did you see the penta in your eyes, actually? Like, the whole time? You're like, this is the one that's going to be on stage.
Yeah, it was kind of like one of those like baseball tees. Like every kill is just getting like pitched to you, like easy like lob underballs. You're just like 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you see the 5th one coming. You're like, I got this, guys. And then like your friend comes in with his like little bat, and he's just like, my bad.
Damn, that doesn't sound like too much of a friend. What's it like been playing on stage though? How's it back being just able to kind of jam with the team and calm and not swear when you're playing?
Yeah, I tried my best. It's lovely to be here. I mean, this was kind of like one of my homes, Like I was here for like 10 years, well, probably like 7 years, like every week here. So it's pretty wholesome to be back, and yeah.
You like riding a bike?
Yeah, some things never change.
All right, next game the same, or are you gonna switch it up? You're gonna try to do something different? That was pretty nasty, Lee Sin.
I don't think I'm playing tanks for the guy who stole my pentakill. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, I feel that. Congrats on the first win. Best of luck going into the second win. Probably gonna happen. We are gonna throw it back to the casters, guys. What do you got for us?
Yeah, we got. I'm here for the Double of Fate watch, but also I want to see Zion get that first penta.
We got some memes for you. What about this one? After that game, I think this POB is deserved here. The notorious POB.
The old spinner. It's dangerously close to win one game to give fans false hope on the CLG side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have.
Where's the sub and Kobe one is on there too. We're pretty close to that.
Yeah, everything I say is right. I mean, Chaucer had a good game, honestly. Can't be mad about it at all.
Yeah, I mean, as far as switching things up here for the side of TSM, they're going to need more out of high. He was on there on the game play test team.
He thought he knew the tech, and I mean, it could be Pope's better than him. That's almost certainly actually true. That's a part of it, I would say. But like Hansman's clearly very good. Sven's clearly good enough to be a sub on an LCS team.
Oh my goodness.
And okay, Special, he looked better in the retirement home, right? Like Special had a really rough game. He was like 0-8-1 or something. It's like they probably should have had more coming out here. So it's like I want to see a little bit of shape up.
I think there's something to playing with true invisibility again that definitely threw them off.
It feels
Double
like
have created a lot of picks and surprise fights.
Yeah, he played really well.
Twitch. Yeah.
So,
I mean, the double assassins, basically, when your 80 carries an assassin too, him with Pobelter is too much.
Yeah. The other thing I kind of noticed as well was like the sort of difference in playstyles between the Xmithy and the Odd One. Because Xmithy was like basically like the Xmithie I remember of like, I kind of sacrifice farm, I gank a whole lot. Like he was everywhere, right? He was very selfless and did a good job with objective control. Like he was way far down in farm, right? Like Odd was actually cycling camps. He had, had his feral flare stacks going and whatnot, but like he got one shot by the Ahri who got too many ganks. So I'm curious if that flips a little bit, if suddenly High is not on purple pushing, right? If he's not under the tower 24/7 playing Soraka, those ganks aren't as good, and your jungle can farm. So like you can just like see the whole thing just kind of play differently.
I mean, it's kind of OP having Pobelter, Doublelift, and Xmithie synergy, really on display. And so Xmithie can just play tank. For both these guys carry, like, the carry performances here from the CLG carries are like...
They're fully unwashed.
They're actually peak.
Yeah.
They're unwashed.
I am aware of what that sounded like. I don't care. I don't care. Fully unwashed.
Does that mean they're dirty or clean if they're unwashed?
Which I always found so weird, just as a thing.
Is true.
Yeah, that was so clean.
Let's toss it over to Travis with TSM in the team room.
Hey everyone, I am here in the TSM room right now with the 5 guys who've been, well, that was a bit of a struggle of a match. Odd One, you're the general. What went wrong?
Yeah, I just got picked, and then Notorious POB just ran a train on me, and that was rough, man.
Well, what are you going to do differently next game? I mean, I don't need any secrets on the picks and bans, but what do you think you got to change?
I probably won't feed Pobelter anymore, so I think that's like a good start.
Yeah. So. That is a winning strategy, I would say, to avoid feeding. Especially, we were talking before the match, you had a lot of confidence, I feel like. What went wrong?
Honestly, sometimes you have to give them a couple kills or maybe 8 deaths before, you turn things around. Really, like, you gotta make it exciting, Yeah.
This is the TSM way. Are you worried at all that this is going to be a repeat of the Madison Square Garden CLG sweep?
Oh, I wasn't there, so I mean, I know we already lost, so yeah, there's no way that can happen.
All right. Now that you're here, it's going to be different. All right, Hanser, you're back here on your phone looking at a wiki. Is that what that was?
I'm strategizing right now.
Using the wiki. Are you anything standing out to you?
There's a lack of some of my favorite champs.
Okay. What are you missing? What do you want Freak right now to add to the game?
Freak, you gotta add Aurelia, Old Swain, and Yorick.
All right, there we go.
Ghouls.
With the ghouls. Hi, this is your first game on TSM. What is your assessment of the team, and what do you think it needs to change in order to get to a better place?
Thankfully we prioritized dragons like Cloud9 did back in the day, right? We got the first 2 dragons. You usually get a good lead off of that, but then we got picked a lot, me included, so we just got to work on our vision and team fighting.
Sven, I don't want to ignore you here, so really quickly here at the last minute, what do you think of the enemy AD? Do you think that you're going to be able to take them down?
I mean, I got solo killed this game, didn't I?
That's fair. So you're not the problem, is what I'm hearing.
Yes. All right. I didn't get caught like 4 times this game in the middle of the game. I did not do anything wrong.
All right. Fantastic. That's that patented Sven candor that we really appreciate. All right, well, we'll see if you guys can turn it around in the next game, but we'll see you all after the break.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Dude, this lobby is kind of comfy. It feels different.
If this is different, I like different. I'm staying right here.
Are you guys serious? We're about to get into game.
Emily, let us enjoy it.
You guys need to lock in. Maybe this'll help.
Oh no, not already.
Rich in the ground before Dub can even get there. In time to try to knock out as Impact gets burst.
Don't feed. Get fed. Scan the QR code for deals only on Uber Eats.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Crazy day,
was kind of sad saying goodbye to everybody.
I was such a
Freshman
different
year,
person then.
Biology class.
It's nice to see my old high school
He's
friends.
definitely become more, I'd say,
My
outgoing because of this.
fashion sense was
as
not
more
that
people
good.
hear about him.
It's really wholesome to see me at like 17.
Being good at a video game.
Once I discovered
Oh, no.
that I had a celebrity in the room, I said, he is
I have
now,
not
mean,
seen her
immediately,
since-
I like
since,
erased
high
his
school.
name from the seating chart and changed it immediately. And then from that day forward, it's always been, and it's not just Zion Spartan, it's Zion
I
Spartan.
made that my Twitch sub. It's such a. I should have cashed out on that sooner. I only made it my Twitch sub like 3 years ago. If I did it at the start, I would have been raking it in.
People don't, at first, they're just like, wow, that's really interesting, because they don't know like if it's a good or bad thing. They're like, you need to make sure you go to college, you need to make sure you do all these things. that
Riot
much.
Games was
So
really trying to make me
it's
look
kinda
cool
hard.
with
I
those
have to, like,
panning
kind of
shots.
explain
But
the concept of
I probably shouldn't have said anything because she kept calling me Zion Spartan for like the next couple months.
Greatly.
His dad made up
Oh,
his
my
mind
mom.
that we're never going to force him to do anything, like become an engineer or a doctor or anything. He wants him to enjoy what he's doing.
Not the backwards
So
hat.
When he said he's going to play a game, we were like, okay, go for it.
Aww. My mom's the best.
I'm gonna pursue it and see where I end up. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, everybody's dreams like, oh, you grow up playing video games, like,
Just
that'd be so
wholesome.
cool if I could do this forever, but not everybody can.
I'm just so happy for him and I'm very proud of him.
Aw.
I'm happy that I have a son who's so talented.
If I'm not trying my hardest at whatever is important to me, then I'm just wasting my time, and I don't want to do that. So I decided that if I'm going to be playing video games, then I want to be the best at it, and I want to do whatever it takes to prove that I am.
Whatever it takes to be the best. I'm a little biased, but it's one of my favorite memes.
Welcome back to CLG versus TSM. A 1-0 start so far. We'll see if CLG can complete the sweep, but want to talk about something else real quick. Elite Classic is bringing back more of that old school online energy with a new 5v5 community tournament series. Go for LOL is back. Each event is a single day, single elimination bracket. Qualifier tournaments will be run every Saturday starting August 1st with the top 2 teams from each qualifier advancing to the final on Saturday, August 29th.
I want to reiterate, this is not a joke.
Wait, that's crazy.
This is not something they're just doing for Elite Classic. It is real. Signups open tomorrow, so get your roster today. For the full tournament details, check out LolEsports.com. But this is literally where I started casting. After CLG, and then I was working full time, so I could only just like cast tournaments, random tournaments on the weekend. And it started with Go for LOL.
For the 2011-2012 crowd, this is crazy nostalgia.
This is like
the Go for
functionally
LOLs
worlds.
were our NA LCS essentially before any of that existed. Playing from your dorm room or just from your bedroom, trying to take down TSM for your, $200 or something crazy.
Yeah.
I remember listening to you and Wombat a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Back in the day. Shout outs to Wombat. Yeah, I mean, that is a real throwback. That is crazy, actually, that it's coming back after all this time. Yeah, I would recommend, if you want to play, get in there. Also, if you want to cast, get in there. That's literally how I started as well. All right, so you guys are saying, we were talking, during the break here, and you guys were like, you know what? I think the teams are actually even, though.
Yeah.
So game number one, don't be a game one Andy. It's not indicative of the teams being unbalanced or anything. But with a different draft, maybe we'll see TSM bounce back.
I think we can. Odd One also said, don't feed too many kills.
Yeah, don't feed. That's good.
Don't feed. That's a good strat. I like that.
Don't get picked off. Don't give Pobelter too much money.
Yeah, well, they gotta figure out what they want to pick and ban. You get the full 30 seconds to get your bans locked in. I'm seeing a Trinity ban hover still. Cowards, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, it's still Trinity Skarner off the table. Though TSM do have first pick. You can pick some of those. Wow, yeah. So both teams like nah.
Because they're blind bans. It's both teams submit blind bans.
It's basically the online draft pick format. We don't have tournament draft here. So yeah, okay, fine. Skarner is deleted in perpetuity, I guess.
It's interesting with Janna and Soraka and Lulu all off from Fearless. The Sona ban also following up.
Yeah, pinches.
The Enchanters were just so OP with how little money any agency supports had. Really need to be one of those to buff up. I want to see Blitzcrank though, so
yeah,
bring back the rusty Blitzcrank.
Yeah, there's even going to be rustiest Blitzcrank, I think, coming out. So just going to pile it on for fun. Cassidy going to be here. Yeah.
Cassidy was OP for sure.
Yeah.
We did see it lose internationally though, didn't we?
Yeah, it lost. Not as strong as Revive TP card, this obviously. We get the double of Vayne again. He's going to bring it back out.
Unless it's
on top lane. Yeah.
What if he just doesn't trade it to him?
He just doesn't
He's
trade
like,
it to
no,
him.
you stole my penta. I'm stealing your literal champion.
You can play Leona. Have fun.
Yeah.
And looks like Smithy locked in too late. He couldn't decide which tank he wanted to play in the jungle.
Did it auto dodge him?
Sven was like, ref, allowed?
Allowed?
Smithy is now benched for Broxah, says Double Lift. Didn't know he has to lock in, said Pobelter. He had it hovered, I guess. So we're going to go right back in and try again.
Classic.
Yeah.
So I asked Travis, what is Smithy, doing these days? Because Travis interviewed him. And he just said, side questing is what he told. That's very, it's not giving much info at all.
That's called I made good money playing in the LCS. Yeah. I'm retired. Which, you know what? Good for you.
Yeah, that means I'm doing whatever I want now.
Smithy was such a legend in his day. He did definitely peak, I think, early when he spammed the game. Like his early years, even on Vulcan in 2013, he was just a legitimately insane jungler.
Yeah.
Him and ManCloud were like the ultimate mid-jungle duo. Went to Worlds in Season 3. Then he was on the championship team with COG. Then he was on the back-to-back Team Liquid. But then his career went like 3 or 4 more years where I don't think he was playing solo queue. So I feel like he just had so much like League of Legends savings just in skill that he could just draw that down for 4 years and still be playing at an LCS level. And now he's just side questing.
We get Jarvan. I'm Jarvan. I'm helping. Let's go. Oh yeah, you got the you have the license plate. Yeah, I remember you.
Can't hear.
It's great. Sorry. So the guy who corrected me.
But he's talking to a
all
fan.
Right, listen. So the man who corrected me about the quadra kill, I recognize for being here like 5 years ago casting LCS. You're still around. Appreciate that. I say you as though anyone else can know what I'm looking at. And I remember this dude has a Jarvan license plate. And so we got all excited when Jarvan got locked in. I was like, I also remember that.
I'm excited for the Tristana into the Vayne matchup here. My fondest memories of Tristana were actually AP Tristana with the Deathfire Grass. I don't think that's what we're going to get here, but that one was one of the all-timers because that was a 100-0 burst.
It was. You might be getting what you wish for, Kobe, with the Blitzcrank cover right now. You're not.
Oh, Gragas. Everyone was saying Gragas was OP coming into this.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it was one of the most contested picks at Season 3 Worlds. We're going to move it around. Annie looks like the mid laner. Tarek in support. Tarek is plenty good here.
Chouster Tarek, the old kit. There's many different Tarek kits. We were talking earlier. It's the Shotgun E that does more damage when you're close up. And then the R can detonate for additional burst.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Tarek Vayne has been like, do you remember like the really like, the typical like Tarek combos back in the day? I think Tarek Vayne was kind of one of them.
Tarek Sivir was the one.
Tarek Sivir was the one. It was basically just aura stacking, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, odd one, Evelyn.
This is nice.
Can we stack Sunfires? And,
you can build 2 Sunfires. So to be fair, this is Season 2 Evelyn, which is camouflage. It's the engage ult. It's W cleanses slows, that kind of stuff. It's the one that was like a really big mid laner jungler, in the Season 2 to 3 era, right? The mana regen when you're invisible, stuff like that. That said, we are also, for being like Season 3 accurate, we have unique passives in the game already, right? So Sunfire didn't stack at this point in time. We, however, made a second Sunfire cape called like Sunfire Cape or something like that, or like more, or like I think it's called Stack of Sunfire Capes, and it has a differently named passive. So you can buy 2.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, that was the compromise. Technically, it's not accurate, but we'll give you 2.
Even when that was peak, I never thought it was that good. So
it wasn't.
I didn't do it.
It was never that good.
So I never did it, but it would be something that people remember. So
yeah. You can buy 2. It's chilling. rest of the picks came through there. Zillion was there. I didn't even see what the 5th pick was. We'll see in a second. I was busy talking about Sunflower Caves.
Yeah, they have to dodge out to do runes and trade champions to see exactly what everybody plays.
So I want to go down memory lane here because we were just talking and you're mentioning, you know, Xmithy Peak. What is, because for me, my most quintessential Xmithy memory of like peak play was at MSI when he played Kindred and he used the Kindred ultimate on Baron, and that was in Tier 1. It was the first time that someone had used Kindred ultimate to deny a Baron enemy smite. And clearly the enemy was not expecting it because they threw down the smite as, you know, Xmithy threw up the Kindred ultimate on Baron and denied it, and then he could just smite it afterwards. To me, I feel like that was peak Xmithy because that was also the year that CLG went to finals. Had the big, like, I never doubted them, you know, giant comeback at MSI. What is your, like, peak specifically for Xmithy memory? Because he played for so long. And you were mentioning that his time on Team Liquid was very epic as well.
I think the best series that he played was once Doublelift left the team. The 5-game series they played in 2016 spring pre-MSI. There was a lot of, I think it was Kindred Elise trades that he was doing, but he was winning like both sides of that matchup and was actually carrying a lot of games. That was the Stixxay Huhi version of CLG that managed to win that first split on CLG to let them go back-to-back. And then he won back-to-back-to-back-to-back titles on Team Liquid, but that was more of a Doublelift focused team. I thought he was kind of a carry low-key of that CLG team.
Yeah, I agree. No, I think he was really exceptional for a while, and he his late career is more supportive as he's again like, okay, I'll just like sacrifice for Doublelift, we'll just win that way, sure, whatever. When you have a bunch of all-stars around you, but yeah, my actual oldest Xmithy memory, I'm 99% sure it's Xmithy, is I mean, whatever.
Oldest. Good
Who
qualifier.
cares? It's fine. This is like Season 1 Worlds qualifier. Like this is the regional NA Worlds qualifier. And so back then, Lee Sin was bugged because he has 2 spells in each button, right?
Yeah.
He didn't really go on cooldown. It just swapped what spell it was, which means if you had enough ping, you could have your client send I'm gonna cast E many times as a packet, and if you had enough ping, that would go through. So you would like Tempest 3 times and then get crippled. So he like intentionally would like lag his game while playing the qualifiers. He'd be like, I'm gonna start Raptors, Tempest, 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 start the camp. Like, and then he'd like switch the lag back off. And it's like, that's how he played the game. And then eventually it was the bug, but it's like, that's crazy.
Sounds suspiciously like cheating.
I mean, it's how the game worked. It's not
crazy.
And like obviously we didn't like understand it locally because in single player tool, how are you going to not have 0 ping?
Yeah. Do you remember the working as intended? That feels like a working as intended moment.
That was definitely not.
Creative use of game mechanics.
That is a creative use of game mechanics.
Yeah.
And the thing is, even just like playing ladder, it's like, yeah, you're gonna get 2 casts like minimum by just mashing. Like that's just like. You play the game, you mash your buttons, you're just going to get 2.
You said that was your oldest memory of him?
Yeah.
And we talked about our peak memories. My favorite memory, most fun, is just partying with Xmithy. And this actually got kind of legendary too, because sometimes he partied very close to when they had to play, and sometimes the night before scrims, and sometimes at internationals.
Or stage games?
I remember
Great.
some Xmithy in the club as well.
That's right. Well, thankfully, we've got classics again for basically everybody here. Lineups: Pantheon, Evelyn, Kassadin, Tristana, Leona for TSM, Cho'Gath, Jarvan, Annie, Vayne, and Tarek for CLG.
I mean, we talked about Xmithy. Keep seeing Haunter. What's your favorite?
Buff.
I mean, he's big. He's definitely been hitting the gym.
He was big when he was active as a player, too.
The funniest recent story of Haunter is what he's up to nowadays. So he's training to become a pilot.
Yeah.
But the reasoning for becoming a pilot is he watched Top Gun Maverick and thought it would be really cool to fly a plane.
Thank you, Tom Cruise, for the inspiration, I guess.
Yep, a whole new generation.
But for Haunter's gameplay moments, I believe it would have been 2017 Spring TSM after Doublelift retired for like the first or second time. He had an insane split and managed to actually win. Nearly won MVP that split for his top lane play.
Yeah. It's actually funny, too, that his is aviation related. I remember Froggen, who was at the Doublelift.
He's an air traffic controller.
Yeah, he's an air traffic controller. So maybe Haunter will be flying a plane one day. Froggen's going to guide him in.
Alrighty, well, as we wait for minions to spawn the next 30 seconds, I'm going to toss over to Riv, who's standing by with a familiar face or voice.
I am joined by Carrie, and some of you may not recognize Carrie, but you'll recognize the voice. It is Lux that I am talking to right now. Coming into League of Legends, Lux was such an early champion. What were you trying to grab with the Lady of Light?
Well, we didn't know anything about it because it wasn't out yet. And I just came in one day and I was like, oh my gosh, who is this? And what's she like? Oh, she's cute. And what do you want? And, oh my gosh, I love that. And they were telling me about her. And I was like, well, so what do you want for her? And they were like, kind of this. And I was like, okay. And then I just kind of went in and did that. And I know that her laugh has become a little bit of a thing. And that's kind of my laugh. So when I was at Riot once, I was in the lobby and someone told a joke and I laughed and everyone froze. And I was like, oh, I forgot where I was.
Oh, no. Okay, can we have a laugh? So in the game, we actually spam that.
Yes, I know,
Okay,
I know.
good,
But I'm
good,
a little
that's
sister,
perfect.
so I can understand.
Awesome.
I can understand its
Awesome.
purpose. Yeah.
So what's it like here seeing the game? I don't know if Lux's picks were not in there yet, but how's it been? This is your first event.
This is my first event. Yeah, I've heard about them before, but I've never had a chance to go. And then a couple of my friends were going. But we have an extra ticket, and I was like, oh my god, yes! So it's really fun though to like see it. I've watched a lot of people play it, but to be in like a location with a bunch of people watching it like a football game, whatever, and like there's a whole crowd, and we're all like, ah! It's so fun. It's so much more fun.
All right, Carrie, before we go, can we get a few voice lines from you?
Yes. For Demacia! Shine bright!
You can hear the crowd in there. It's energetic. Thank you so much for your energy. It's absolutely amazing. It is Lux. It's Carrie. Thanks for your time. Let's get back in the game, guys. Take it away.
Okay. He's all right, though. It's fine.
That is so cool, though.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
seeing her live and hearing the exact Lux
It's
voice.
exact.
It is exact, especially the laugh. That was so good. Oh my goodness. Plus, agree 100,000% on it is really, really cool to actually come to these events live and watch it with all of these gamers.
Tweet from 9 years ago. Really hyped for the CLG vs TSM match. There you go, buddy.
Yeah, glad I was a part of the rivalry before, and that was in 2017 that he wrote that.
He was on Immortals at the time.
Yeah.
With that tweet.
So having her over here was actually reminded me of IPL3, where Christina V was hosting,
Oh,
who's
yeah.
the voice actress of Riven. And like between, like she'd do interviews or whatever, hosting, and then like the crowd would chant like Riven quote, Riven quote, Riv, and so she'd be like, okay.
Oh my God, double lift.
Wow, goodbye double lift. The Special's gonna try to run for his life. He does have flash, so there's a chance. He's gonna, nicely done, gets away from the EQ out of McSmithy.
The Special's warmed up.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. And Sven actually got kill credit on that one. That is huge for First Blood.
That is huge. They were bantering in chat about this version of Tristana being cursed, and the team wouldn't let him go AP Tristana. So Sven's going to be going AD, but off to an early start here, trying to put double lift in the dirt.
Yeah, I mean, that is huge. Getting the Vamp Scepter so early on for him. They can continue to force engages. Leona Tristana just in.
Yeah, it's good stuff right now. So of course, Walter playing Annie, which is basically still Annie, but he's gonna have pressure at least for now. See High, of course, down quite a bit of CS, even with the early gank giving him a bit of pressure. I'm waddling.
Dude, I'm waddling.
But they're trolling a draft. The whole team is AP. Otherwise, you have Pantheon for AD, and that's it.
W start cheeser. All right, Smithy's back with some counter jungling, some revenge here for the junglers.
But he hasn't backed yet. Meanwhile, we got Boots and Spirit Stone for Odd One. But Walter has the stun ready again.
Got to use the flash.
I guess he's afraid of High Flash eating him. Oh, a little bit of damage here.
As you said, though, champs are so much more durable.
That's not great for Smithy. He's fine.
Champs are so much more durable. There's a lot of walking away.
Yeah, there is. There's a lot of walking away. He's going to do so. Or waddling if you're Tristana.
Yeah, waddling. Let's see her. She's bobbing a lot, true.
Yeah, we're doing okay here. Look at that. Getting his farm on. One shot's the little Miner Wolf with the E. I'm curious if he's going to go Elder Lizard or Spectral Wraith here on this Evelynn, because you can go either pretty much. Oh, Choescu's going to land, walks away the Ignite, but still a really good trade. Big damage out of Haunter. He's out of mana, though. He's chugging a mana potion.
Yeah, it's back.
Flash Q might kill from here, because keep in mind, people below 15%, 100% crit chance against them, including the Q and auto attacks. He also has ult. Oh, Coward's not going to go for it.
Yeah, Pantheon.
You can block a tower shot.
Pantheon old Q was just a point and click.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was actually just an easy spear.
It was great.
Ultimate early game lane bully, late game fall off champion for sure.
Yeah, if you can get so actually one thing I'm kind of curious about though, because people are way better at the macro aspect of stuff. So it's like this spell has like a 2.3 bonus AD ratio on it. The E does. Like if you just are good at flanking, and you also have a global on your thing, like
maybe one shot.
Like I wonder if the champ isn't actually bad late game. We were just bad at macro 13 years ago. Because you can run Ignite, win your lane, and then have a global. Maybe Haunter wins the game. We'll see.
Oh, Odd One saw them. The vision advantage from. Oh, wait a second.
Did he though?
It's Camo. He can be seen. He's gonna flash. EQ doesn't quite land for the knockup though.
I think maybe he just saw Xmithy and he hadn't seen Pobelter.
Oh, that's Tippers though. Yo, and Pobe is on the board for CLG. A flash follow through for the Kassadin. I think he missed the E though. It's gonna be enough. The rest of the team coming around here. Sven gonna get dazzled. Max range, 2 seconds stun, but 40 damage. It's gonna be just fine.
Yeah,
Time flash for nothing.
Again, even with them kind of separated on the other side of the map, if they're still healthy enough to be able to walk it out. The play not that quick, and CLG getting one back here.
Yeah, I gotta note though, TSM is kind of slamming in gold right now. You got a 11 CS lead for Sven right now. This Rosanna can absolutely run over the game.
A fun fact, the Pobelter apparently has never played Annie in his competitive career, but playing it here as they exhaust doubles to go in.
Oh, big hit there. Special a little bit late on the Q, allows double to get the flash out in time.
Oh.
Zion Spartan finds a solo kill in top lane.
I mean, Zion Spartan wants to get a penta this time around, a real penta this time around.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard with Cho'Gath though.
That's more difficult.
So we'll see. Good start though with a solo kill for himself and getting CLG right back into it. You mentioned the Gold Freak.
Oh, the blue buff handoff. What a homie.
Yeah. This is true the Odd One for sure.
So
second blue.
I actually have a theory that teams were a lot nicer to each other and like created bonds because you did have to do stuff like this back in the day, where junglers would have to give you the blue buff and you would like have to say thanks. And in order to get the next one, but here's the 1v1 walk down.
Yep, just autoing him, just slowly walking up. Every single auto attack, a little bit of bonus damage, silence, and a great prediction on the Q.
He's
Shot,
max
flash auto.
E Cho'Gath, so it's just permanent toggle on.
Oh! Yeah.
What do you think about the being nicer deal though? Is that just me being like rose-tinted glasses for the past? Because I feel like we were more friendly.
Well, I think you had to be, otherwise he would run it down mid. Like if you want the blue yourself, but you have to socially engineer him to thinking that it's okay. So you have to be nice and make him trust you and feel like you're a good player, because otherwise you do actually lose the game.
Okay.
Because he would lose control of his emotions, your own mid.
So you're saying we were nicer, but it was only because of the threat that was looming. And
I mean, I can't speak for you. I can only speak for myself.
Okay, so
Chat the psychopath.
I want blue.
Okay. Wait, he's ignited.
There's the dunk. Smithy on the board, but it's Pantheon. Haunter knocks down Pobelter.
All right, we got a good close early game here, boys.
We absolutely do. Odd One gives up his blue only for his mid laner to die, but now at least Haunter has the blue buff. I will say Odd One was one of the most sacrificial junglers even as early as Season 2. He would be the guy that would just buy oracles or buy a control ward, sit in a bush for 40 seconds to make a gank happen.
Oh, he's got exclamation point. They see him.
Yep, nearby. Pushes around. Pantheon's coming up as well. That stun's going to land for sure. Double lift. Yep, going to take the slow. There's the stun coming across as well. There's one on the board, and Chouster flashes away.
Look at those green circle indicators, by
the way.
Baby! Just clear, green circle. Either one's the same, just a little bit different, size on them.
Yeah, shout out our VFX artists. The format for VFX is different now than it was back in the day, so they had to convert them and kind of re-add them, make sure they worked with the current game. It took some work.
I like it, though.
Them.
It's very straightforward.
I know, it's great. They did a wonderful job.
Meanwhile, though, okay, so back to this being nicer thing then.
Yeah.
Jat, would you, if your mid laner had died with the first blue that you gave your mid laner, does that mean you take the next one and you don't give it to them?
Well, I think you definitely ask.
Yeah, okay.
Because he might feel guilty about dying, in which case he'll willingly give it over.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're asking him, you're like, do you want second blue? You're kind of asking him, are you going to die with this one too, buddy?
It depends how the early game goes, because you actually say, can I have second blue? Like, that's how you lead it.
Yeah, you ask.
Because obviously
like
he's going to want it. But if he has to be rude to you since you asked first, you're more likely to get it.
Okay, I see. LCS also starts tomorrow, by the way.
I got a lot of blooms.
You know what's kind of funny about those is like a lot of what you're saying, Dad, is just like this is how to treat humans in the real world. You know, ask for shit. Like, what? Just like be docile, like be friendly, and be like, "Can I have this? I would like it," and then have a conversation instead of bait pinging them for heading blue buff.
Correct. Really, we need to disable mute all in League Classic.
And that's going to be a very, very dead Annie. Haunter on a killing spree. He is still popping off.
I mean, Dragon is up too. This is a really good move from TSM. They're sacrificing their top side, but top side was getting killed anyway, so better make a play towards mid.
Time to start roaming around. Sure, the Cho'Gath can get pretty fed, but if the Tristana Kassadin gets fed enough, they're going to be able to carry late game.
I feel like this also was a lot more common of a thing. Was just if you lose your lane, just leave.
Yep.
Roam somewhere else. We do not have quests in this version for sure.
52 to 26.
Did we?
27.
Yeah, did this count?
We
was it
25 before?
It
was not updated.
I remember this 60 to 70 minute game at MLG Anaheim. This was a regular season roadshow that happened at MLG Anaheim, one of the hypest moments, and then the faithful being rewarded Kobe in 2015.
I was in the audience for that Minions one. That Minions one was crazy because being in the audience, we were literally like, the audience was moving. You looked at one screen that was showing the CLG side, and there's a different screen that was on the people were like, oh, and like the move was crazy. So many epic moments. I mean, between these two teams, between this rivalry, so many years were going over.
Yeah, it really peaked there at 2016 when they traded titles back and forth. It's when it became a rivalry rather than just TSM beating on CLG.
Yeah. Pretty good hit there. Nice knock-up. Going to be some pretty solid damage. The dunk's going to make it even happen, and Silver Bolt claims the kill. Double it on the board yet again. In the flank, though, going to be hard for Pantheon. Jumps in, does what he can, jumps around, and gets the rampage before getting shut back down. Vane's on for a double.
Big condemn there from Double Lift, and now Sven has actually joined the party.
Yep. I was going to try as well. It is still rank 1 Rift Block, so it could probably solid like 8-second cooldown. Going to shoot the ward a couple times.
Just a classic numbers advantage there for CLG, walking through with the Taric auras.
Yeah.
Pushing with 5 people when TSM didn't have everyone grouped.
The Elder Lizard Burn as well on the Evelyn. I love these old jungle items. Bringing them back. The siege is going to continue, though, and Double Lift definitely has to respect it.
Yep. Well, Zion Spartan on the flank. Q's not going to let anybody, but he's going to be pretty tanky for a while. Silence gets on to 2. Can they get anything more? Not really. Runs out to safety.
Tristana talks a lot more than I remember, too.
Wow. Yeah. I might be your voice actor.
Yeah, I was like, wow. Freak, were you the original?
Is that a rocket in your pocket?
Do you remember, did you do a champion spotlight for all the original champions and like Tristana as well?
I don't think we ever got through all of them. So I remember back in the day, we obviously we do for the new champions, and we're like, okay, we have a question to answer. Does putting a spotlight out increase play rate? Like, will we if we put a spotlight out, will we sell skins or sell the champion or whatever? So we tried. We're like, all right, let's try all the 6,000 IP champions. Let's make Karthus, let's make Kassadin, let's make. And as far as I could tell, it didn't have any impact. I don't remember exactly. Like I remember seeing a report or whatever, but it's like doesn't have an impact. All right, let's maybe not spend the time.
It had an impact on me, just so you know.
That's good. I also remember, this was actually a mistake on my part. I did a really weird build for the Sivir Spotlight. So everyone has to build Sivir, you build a Bloodthirster, you do all that kind of stuff. I'm like, I'm going to pick a different build just so I can show something kind of interesting. And I just kind of baited people into here's a really bad Sivir build where you rush Mad with Blood Razor instead of, a good item. So I regret that one.
I remember a lot of people would build Madrid's Blood Razor on Sivir. Is that in Classic? No.
Yeah, Madrid's Blood Razor is in Classic.
It is,
yeah,
but
yeah.
Why would you ever go that when you can go Feral Flare?
I mean, well, if you're not a jungler, good luck getting all the stacks.
I guess.
And also, the item's actually pretty good. It's 4% max health magic damage.
What the freak is still trying to sell people on what you just told me was a bad build.
I'm not saying it's good on Sivir, but it's not a bad item on other people. Kog'Maw should build it.
True.
Maybe even Vayne should build it.
True, old Kog'Maw.
There's too much to test.
Yo, CLG going back for Haunter.
But he's alive. He's fine. He's chilling.
Give him the laugh. The old voice lines.
We will have, I believe, for the original 40 champions, they will all have their old voice lines for launch. and we're working through the rest of them to get them included as well in upcoming battles. So we'll have that as much as we can. Poveltzer knocks down Nick Special, brings up for another one for CLG. Double lift, got to be careful. Gets the ulti on, so gets slowed again by the Evelyn, but it's going to live for now. Pantheon's across. Nice EQ buffer by Smithy, keeps him safe. Big Tarek Ore is coming across, but Smithy's going to die for that one. Haunter again on a kill. They got to be careful because TSM are in for a lot more. Huge damage on the back line. High, good for 2. Not going to be the 3rd, but Pantheon has dunked on the backhand side, and that means TSM will find the ace.
And High comes in huge with the re-engage. He did not ban Kassadin in 2013, but he's playing it now in League Classic.
Oh my goodness. That was actually a crazy team fight. You get to see the Tristana hopping, resetting as well.
They're so in and out of this one because so much gets burned. They overkilled the Pantheon at the start of this fight, which then High is just waiting for his cooldowns to come back. But that one, pretty much a Mac stack Rift Walk, chunks everyone and allows Sven to reset his W.
Yeah, I was getting some like Wild Turtle flashbacks here too to another TSM AD carry.
Oh,
kill their ass, yeah.
Yeah. That's the classic High shot calling, by the way.
Shot call.
Kill him.
A
lot of these fools will be good.
The meme that's most closely, or honestly I should say storyline, but a lot of the C9 members, it was meme because the other Cloud9 members didn't like that. Wait a second.
Nah, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay, he's chilling. He's chilling.
It's not fine anymore.
Not as fine.
It's no longer fine. It was briefly fine. High, also not fine anymore. Trading 2 for 1, though, in TSM's favor. Special tank in the tower, and he can take this for a good long time. He's going to be fine, pushing back to the tower.
Yeah, I should say it was X-Special who had the Feast and the Tibbers burned on him at the previous last team fight. Nice buffer there by Sven, but the Kassadin, even though it's dead, really helping TSM chase down these kills, and looks like we might be getting that game 3.
I like it. We definitely are being rewarded here with TSM coming back in the series already.
Back on your High story, though, I remember this specifically because it was the year that High actually retired, and they brought in Jensen, who was known as Incarnation at the time. Yeah. And the team actually lost a bunch of games with Meteos. So the split after High retired, he actually returns as a jungler, and then like magically, Jensen just starts playing way better. Like he's just in mid lane dodging every skill shot. Jensen movement is actually what pro players would be calling it because you just couldn't land skill shots on the guy. And we made this joke like, I refused to credit High with the shot calling of Jensen just 1v2ing. So I said, hey, Jensen, body these fools was the classic shot call from High. And they ended up actually eventually going to Worlds that year with High as a jungler, but a pretty epic time in League.
And then we even had the meme of the perfume or the cologne. Bodied by Jensen cologne. Because, High got so much credit when he was on Cloud9 for the shot calling that when Jensen was even dodging skill shots, as you say, they meme about him being shot called into dodging.
Yeah, really tight and a really interesting bit of lore. My original quote was actually, hey, Jensen, body these guys 1v2. And Freak's the one who said, body these fools, which is what eventually caught on.
Goes to show, I'm just, sometimes the imitators just get free low.
It's a better term.
Thanks.
Body these guys would never, like, guys by Jensen.
I kind of want guys by Jensen. That sounds great.
Hey, do you like to see this? Everybody with a pink ward in the inventory.
Oh, remember to buy your ward.
For TSM, everybody's spending money. Nowadays,
actual pro tip, if at any point in time your inventory is full and you have a Doran's item, that should become a pink ward. At any point in time, you're like, wait a second. I can have a Doran's Blade at 5 items or a ward. You should have the ward.
It should. There's no helm or bow or anything that actually scales really well.
There's a shield, there's a ring, there's a sword.
That's it.
But it should be a ward late game. Uh-oh. That is so much damage.
Jeez.
I mean, he has like a total of 200 bonus health in his build right now. Dunk in for Smithy, but a jump out for Sven. He's going to be totally fine.
Clean for Sven with the ult and auto as he's getting ulted away.
Well played.
Well played. Knew he had lethal. Sometimes when you Tristana ult or Lee Sin kick or some of these spells kicking people away to safety, make sure you have the lethal.
All right. Well, High, of course, has rank 2 Rift Walk, and it's not that expensive for him. He's going to be fine. Slowly stacking up the E. 2 more to go.
Not going with the tier Kassadin, just the Roa Kassadin.
Just, yeah, Roa into, this could be Zhonya's. It could be DFG, but I assume it's going to be Zhonya's.
Yeah, Probelt are going with the maximum shred build because that's the Abyssal Scepter that has reducing magic resist of nearby enemies by 20.
Yep.
So if you face check into a brush like we just saw,
and don't have time to press W,
and you are very nearby,
yeah,
you get shredded down to 0.
Yeah, and range champs don't have MR growth here, so like he does true damage to every range champion on that team unless they buy some MR. Even the melee ones are pretty close to 0 too.
There used to be a strategy with Abyssal Mask where the ordering of penetration was different. But reduce was the only effect that could take people below 0, so you could actually do enhanced damage to people more than true damage. But
yeah, if you
that
find ways
got
to
changed
shred them
pretty
first,
early
yeah.
on.
Yep. Oh, we're chilling right now. Jump forward for high. Yeah, ow.
Okay.
Quick Terra heal does not get stunned though. Tristana's going to be in range for the E and auto attack, but not more. The double lift will live. Flash to safety. Panther coming over the top as well. Will be right in front. Is it going to be enough? He's going to certainly try. Gets knocked up. Gets silenced. Can't go for anybody yet, but the Terra is not going to get to do much anymore. The turret is gone already. 1 kill picked up, and TSM are just running over CLG.
The point and click there, even though Doublelift got his ult off and went invis, still able to get it. Haunter gets the spear, kills Doublelift again, and TSM going to get another Baron.
TSM looking broken here. Even though High's 4, 3, and 8, this Kassadin is doing so much damage, and then Sven is just cleaning everything up from the back.
I actually really love that too because we have had so many interviews with High when he talks about team fighting and how he approaches games and shot calling as well. He was always one of the mid laners that did not care about KDA. He was talking about where is my angle for doing as much damage in a team fight as I possibly can. And as you're saying, he's always getting large amounts of burst and especially in AoE situations, putting his body on the line in order to get that.
Yeah, Sven flashes out at the start here, and then the Pantheon re-engages what he had. But watch High here, REing in and then flashing out after doing a bunch of damage, and then he can still re-engage after.
And then Haunter there was able to get the W into the flash and the Q to kill Doublelift.
And the bot lane dies. Into the Baron, into TSM looking real good here. Now 23 minutes in.
Pretty big gold lead.
Yeah, they are stomping now.
Kobe?
This is setting up for a very even third game.
Were you excited about game 1? I feel like you were excited about game 1.
I was excited about game 1 until they started winning too hard. You ever get that feeling where you're like, yeah, go team, and then you're winning so hard you start to feel a little bad for the other team?
Yeah, I mean, someone who watched Line vs. G2, I did not feel bad at any point in that series.
True.
Yeah.
Keep the foot on the gas pedal.
Good old days are still here, freak.
But now,
just happened.
But now this is good. This feels balanced now, you know, because now TSM are getting their turn, smash them back a little bit. You know, CLG, they have had some epic comebacks in the history of the organization.
Yeah,
so.
like, is this even worse than the RNG game? You know, at MSI?
It's definitely not. That game was
so unplayable.
Over.
And there's a big shutdown.
Yeah, that was like 15K gold at one point.
It was crazy. 3 inhibitors down too. So hard to come back from 3 inhibitors in that state in the that version of the game too.
Yep. But the Callista kept farming, and they made it.
Whoop. I mean, what's interesting is they got the Locket and the Frozen Heart. They're starting to get some Ore items and the Taric.
Yeah.
But
I'm surprised I'm seeing 0 Aegises. The item, I did nerf it technically because I knew how incredibly shattered the item was, but like, it's still the same armor an MR used to have. I'm surprised we're not seeing Aegis in anybody here.
It's just not fun to build.
Look, I like winning. As someone who played 100 straight games of Maokai 2 years ago, I like winning. I will build Aegis every game.
That was your support run, wasn't it?
Yeah, I hit GM playing the most unfair champ of all time. It was so undeserved, and I had a great time.
I remember there was a lot of suspicion of Freak letting this champion be very strong, too.
Yeah, the mistake was the first round of nerfs, I tried to get too cute, and it ended up not lowering his win rate any, so there was like an extra 2 weeks of this champ being shattered. And I was like, yeah, it's my fault, my bad. My bad, I really didn't intend for this, but I'll take the free low. I was like playing against Huhi and stuff, like this guy's so much better than me.
But you have
and we won anyway!
High getting in there again, another early chunk.
Pantheon on the way, the slow coming out, but Pantheon's not in range for anything, and great timing on the Cho'Gath Q. Says you can do nothing to me.
Their base, though, can't run away, so TSM's going to take the base instead. Does the escape for CLG even matter?
Well, you're doubting them plenty right now.
Yeah, that's what you like to make them think. And then at the end, when they come back and they win, then you just go,
Counter
Never doubted them.
Oh, yes.
Don't listen to
Okay,
that.
knock up there on his Ven. Decent damage. Oh, that was huge. The Cho'Gath Q lands. He's going to die. And they're going to go for a little bit more if they can. Pobos is on a killing spree. They're chasing down onto the odd one already. They've got 3 of them killed. Odd one trying to get his way as best he can. The slow's going to be there. No W from cooldown, which means he cannot cleanse the slow. And that means Silverbolts gets a triple kill, and CLG are on the map.
You see? That's why I never doubt them!
Absolutely insane. Sven gets caught by everything there. Rupture interrupts his rocket jump mid-jump. If it hits during the cast time, he's fine, but he starts channeling it here. It becomes airborne. Then he gets interrupted out of the airborne, which is why he can't escape. Then stunned to silence. So once he's gone, TSM doesn't have enough sustained damage, and Double Lift can run him down.
Yeah, good focus from him and Chowster with the dazzle, with the knockup. So CLG, all right. Crowd, do you believe in CLG? Or is TSM still going to take it?
It's debatable.
This crowd is really mixed. So back in the day, the whole crowd would be TSM.
They would be.
Back in the day, if you asked that, it would all be TSM, but this is very even.
Double Lift died, by the way.
Yep.
That was a Kassadin.
Probably.
If I had to guess.
It is level 17 Kassadin now.
True.
Let's watch the gameplay here. R.
R, E, Q.
Whoop. Auto.
Auto.
Okay, nicely done.
Woof. The mechanics on point, bodied by high.
Now he's got Deathfire Grasp as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know about that comeback with Kassadin level 17.
He's going Banshees, though.
Yeah.
That looks balanced.
Classic AD carry saying that the, late game Kassadin shouldn't be able to kill you when you didn't have MR, goes back and buys MR.
Yeah, I like how both AD carries typed at the same time, the exact same thing. Even if you're on the opponent's side, you always have that camaraderie with an AD carry. You see another AD carry get blasted.
I will say that both supports finally building the auras here. So Bulwark already in for Leona, and just now did our Tarek find Aegis of the Legion in the shop, so big upgrade there. That's going to be a lot of MR, and suddenly Cass will do quite a bit less damage.
True.
But so he didn't instantly die. I mean, he's going to die to the Pantheon.
All right.
It was instant.
That one, no, he's out in the middle of the map.
Yeah.
This is classic Double Lift.
This is kind of patented Double Lift. A little bit. It's kind of, this is just like the old times.
Just like the old times. TSM looking to force game 3. Unless High also gets caught.
There's a lot of crowd control. There's Chump. He's at 2 HP. He's barely surviving. The minions can't quite kill him. Man drop over the top, and that's going to be Volta dropping. Sven is just free hitting. This turret's not going to stop anything. The attacks keep coming on through. Otto's got to drop aggro. Cho'Gath in the back line, still stunned up. Couple more autos might get the kill. Hauntzer claims the first one on the tower. Is a double for Hauntzer. Looking for a bit more. Sven's going to push him off the fountain and flash back to safety. That's the ace, and that's TSM taking the base. We got a series on our hands.
TSM versus CLG delivers even after 13 years.
Going the distance, a big bounce back game. Sven and High deliver. Hauntzer as well on the Pantheon. Lane wasn't going well. Just leave.
Just leave.
Just leave. You're the second jungler now. Start ganking, and that's what they did to get the Kassadin and Tristana accelerated.
That was nice. It was well played. Honestly, Hauntzer has continued to impress every single game. He's been honestly huge each single one of these times. Odd One still kept his farm up pretty well, and I think was fine. But like Hauntzer is right now my series MVP for TSM. Just in the fact that both his games look really, really, really good. Bello had one good game and a stinker.
True.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Pretty hard to play Vayne against Kassadin right there.
That's tough.
Yeah, I mean,
getting set up for his Ven interview.
It started out so well for the TSM bottom lane too, with Xpecial and Sven getting that first blood, and Xpecial being able to move up, and maybe most improved player because his first game was.
Yeah, I'll take the most improved. Yeah. It's hard to not improve from where it started.
Yeah.
Definitely not. No more Kassadin as well, so we're actually down to 40 champions now.
Yeah. Great.
Let's hear what Sven
Just
has
like
to
when
say.
the game started, chat.
Like
it's perfect. Anyway, Riv is standing by with Sven. Let's hear it.
Pobelter broke the set.
Pobelter!
Bro!
TSM this second game. We're going to a game 3. Let's go. Did you know it was going to happen?
What?
Game 3?
No, what's going to happen?
No, did you know that was going to happen?
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, we planned this for the reverse sweep.
Oh, well, what was the talks in the room?
We just let Hi do the talking.
All right, I like that. Hang on. There's something on the mic. So in 2016, you came in and joined TSM, and you replaced Doublelift, right? Or yeah,
18,
yeah, 18. Sorry. Do you think that's still the right decision? You could do it today again?
I mean, he kind of like shit on us back then, so.
Oh yeah, true.
It was maybe not the best move from TSM side, All
right. What's it like being on stage here for the Classic? Because I know, honestly, you're still riding the bike. It's not like riding a bike. You're still out there crushing.
I mean, I played against some of these guys in the past, but some of them, older ones like Jouster and especially never had the honor of playing against them or with them. But it's really cool to be part of this event. These guys, they paved the way for people like me. So it's really like it's an honor to be, here with these guys.
All right. If you had to add anybody and yell at Freak right now, what champion do you want him to add?
Graves, Mafia Graves, with the cigar.
With the cigar, Freak.
With the cigar. Huh?
Yeah, he said yeah. All right, man, congratulations, best of luck. In game 3, we're gonna throw it over to Travis, who's got a little more.
That's right. I'm here in the CLG room right now with these 5 gentlemen who are trying to figure out what they're going to be doing for Game 3. They've already pulled up some websites, some resources. Smithy's over there researching. But I'm going to start with Jouster right now. Jouster, what's it been like for you to step back onto the stage today?
It feels great. I guess throwback to the old days. Yeah. I don't have it anymore, that's for sure. But it's been fun.
Are you piloting Doublelift like the old days? Are you helping him out, or is he piloting you now?
I don't even know what is going on. I can barely breathe and move my mouse. I'm like feeble, like, oh, what's going on? Please help me out.
Doublelift, are you helping him, or are you giving him advice?
Dude, that was the funniest answer I ever heard Jouster go. I don't even know what's going on, dude. I don't know what's going on either, man. I was actually like, I was really locked in game 1. Then after we won, I was like, nice, we got one on the board. I'm happy. I wasn't trolling game 2, but I definitely was kind of griefing a little bit, dying. I died to like every time enemy team had, so a little bit crazy.
We saw on the broadcast that both you and Sven had a very identical reaction to Kassadin. If Freak is commentating right now and he's in charge of balance, do you feel like he needs to make changes, or is that not just what it used to be for people who had to play against Kassadin?
I think it's like, I thought the whole point of Classic is that it had the same jankiness and like imbalance that it did in the past. Like you kind of have to make Kassadin OP because it's like when I think of old league, like Kassadin was permabanned for a reason. So if they like nerf him, I don't know, but he's so OP. Like what he was doing to me, 90% of my HP and I can't fight back at all. That was just too broken.
Did people have to buy MR back in the day as an AD,
I did, but if you buy MR, I don't do damage. We lose anyways, man. The champ is broken, and Annie ult has like 3 minutes CD or something. Like, what is going on? We can't fight. Half the champs like have like disabled abilities. Like, it's unplayable.
All right, Pobelter, speaking of Annie, what did you think of that Annie matchup against Kassadin?
My idea was to play Tristana, and then they happened to pick it, and I was pretty flummoxed. And now I'm trying to decide what to pick for Game 3, which is Fearless. There's a few champs disabled, and we've gone through 20 champs already, so there's 17 champs remaining to pick from, and I'm trying to figure out what to play.
All right, well, I'll let you get to that. All right, over here, Smithy. You're also, I think, looking at some website where you're looking at what the...
no champions to play in the jungle. What am I supposed to do?
Well, Blitzcrank looks pretty good.
Like, what do I do, chat?
Okay, well, yeah, maybe you can pull up Twitch chat in a second, and they could let you know what you should be drafting.
Oh, I know. Oh, I can't tell right now, but they might be watching. They might be watching.
All right, yeah. We'll keep it. All right. You did not have a pentakill stolen from you this time. Here, let me turn you around so that you can see, the camera can see you. But you did not have a pentakill stolen from you this game. But what was your take on what went wrong?
Tanks suck. The first game I play carry, my pentakill gets stolen. I said I'm not going to play a tank. And then what did I do? I picked another tank. I'm a disgrace. Me and Hanser need to go man-to-man in the top lane Game 3. Everything on the money. Is the last game like you blind picking your champ, or what's happening?
Well, these folks might be able to help you out on what you should be picking.
Just fearless. We have to pick a side too.
Yeah. Sounds like they're talking about blue side right now. Okay, blue side. I'm not going to ask you for what you're going to pick, but are you worried at all as the champion pool gets smaller and smaller?
definitely not. We got this game in the bag.
Fantastic. A lot of confidence coming from CLG right now. Not all of them, maybe. Choster is still trying to figure out what's going on, but a lot of confidence. We're going to throw it to, I believe, a break, but we're going to find out as soon as this camera leaves me.
A cool story that maybe people don't know is that, well, it's obvious that people know I played Teemo in one of the first LCS matches, right? But after that match, I literally got pulled aside by a rider. I was like, hey, you played Teemo on LCS, we're going to have to nerf him now. The data has shown that he's been strong, but he's not the high pick of a champion. And since you played him in LCS, people are going to see it and play it, so now we got to nerf him. So I'm like, okay, I got to play him for, I spent like a month or two practicing it, by the way, because like it's a really weird character to play, and then got immediately nerfed.
We actually got lost because Chaos I think Chaos was supposed to do our accommodations, but we got lost because we can't read the language there. So we were actually late for our first match there. But yeah, we spent the day looking for our apartment. And then we did actually, go into a hotel the prior night because we never did find the apartment. And it was a love hotel because the shower was weird and the lights were pink. So it was a weird tournament. And then we got second anyway to M5. So yeah, it was pretty much a bummer.
We had Balfrost in the roster. And as we were traveling, apparently he left like some food out on his desk. So we went to the tournament, we came back, and we found a giant trail of ants from the backyard all the way to his desk where that plate, like bowl of food was. And it was like 2 to 3 inches wide, just a trail of ants leading outside. And we had an ant problem for like 4 to 5 months after that.
I mean, honestly, I don't have like one favorite memory. I just have like really good memories from like my rookie year, 2015 Origin. It felt like that was the last year where esports wasn't so business-minded. It wasn't so political. It was just 5 bros in a house hanging out, and it was everything I had hoped it could be when I started playing pro.
We had players all over the house. We didn't have like a 5-man setup or anything. We had people in their rooms, and you would just hear like the different players just start screaming. When I'm in the living room, in the kitchen, and I just hear like the Rayman or Audwin screaming, just like when a scrim or whatever. And it's just like, man, like those moments, you really don't appreciate them. But then when you think back, like what are those like moments? It's always those small things, those things that like no one really knows, no one really cares about. But then when you like think about, man, you're never gonna have to see that again, you're never gonna hear that again, and it's just like those fun times that think back like, huh, man. I guess you do miss those things.
Hello? Whoa. Mama Gorgon 85 lives here?
Yep, that's my mom.
The absolute legend who went from gaming on her phone to ruthless online streaming slayer with no mercy for any living thing is your mom?
Hey guys, apples with peanut butter?
How is this possible?
With AT&T Wireless and Home Internet.
Hey, text me if you need anything.
Level up your connection with AT&T Wireless and Home Internet, now available across the nation.
No, she's so nice in real life.
Red Bull gives you wings.
The human body was built to move. Not trapped at a desk in one singular posture for 12 hours a day. It's time your chair evolved. This is Secret Lab Titan Evo. Ergonomically engineered for you. Gamers, hybrid workers, artists. Backing your every move.
drop it.
Yep, we're here. Kite that out. We can fight. We can fight.
Yeah. Dropping in. Slow him. Third.
Mino Bear, big. Nice.
Fight.
You guys won this.
I'm in. Kill their ass. Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm on a mana.
I don't think he
That's the ace, and that's TSM taking the base. We got a series on our hands.
Some memes. This is so old. Wow, this is OG. Yeah, I'm playing versus this guy today. He's gonna beat me up.
Okay, the notorious POB. That's pretty good.
The fact that I recognize all the people on this shows how old it is.
I don't know if he can pull that off. I don't think I'll ever see him wear this, like, in real life.
Always a time classic. Oh, I can see myself.
Notorious POV. This all stemmed from like a Snapchat that I made when I was like 15 years old. There's this famous photo of him, I think, smoking like a cigarette, but I was just like brushing my teeth. So then I was like brushing my teeth and then I captioned it, the Notorious POV, and I think it kind of stuck.
It's the classic, everything I say is right meme. I mean, I still agree. It's right.
Oh my god, this is so funny. This is so old. He was like arguing with everyone. We would pull this up on CLG sometimes and be like, Chowster, come on, dude. Like,
I'm gonna beat him up today though, so.
I like this one and the one with Chowster running Double S Brain, but Chowster was known to argue a lot in their team debates and they streamed it.
Well, you guys want to show me that one because he's literally in my brain controlling it.
I think back then, all of us were like, we all had a huge ego.
Oh my god, Double S trophy case. Dude, how did you guys get a picture of this before there was any?
It's been filled up so far.
Yeah, that's crazy. You went from this to like, what, 8 or something? 9 LCS trophies?
When it got something on it, it was beautiful. It was such a running meme that like it was empty for so long. How many does he have on there now? I don't even know. 8, oh wow.
That's way more than me. I can't talk about it anymore. I can't make fun of him.
It's like an ultimate own. I didn't have any for 5 years. God, I remember feeling so proud that I finally won something and there was finally a thread there.
When I saw it was pretty funny, but then when Peter was in my team, I was like, will we ever win a title?
Oh my god, the wheel. I think it's Monte Cristo holding the wheel. Flip push with solo AD carry. Doublelift still does that. Pig vein, fall behind early, wait until 50 win. Okay, he still does that too.
God, we just always lost the game in the dumbest ways.
With me, I think we played Vayne like maybe like at most like 3 times. He was too old back then to play Vayne already.
Pick vein, fall behind early, wait until 50 minutes and win.
Something would always go wrong, so honestly, the spinner would probably give him a better chance to win.
Win one game to give fans false hope. Oh yeah.
Better nerf Aurelia.
Better nerf Aurelia. I miss this Aurelia so much.
Does anyone on our team play it? I don't play it.
There was a guy called Wicked that would always play it against us when he was at a tournament, and we didn't really have an answer to it. But yeah, I'd nerf Aurelia, why not?
I just couldn't understand this champion. Thank God she was irrelevant in the jungle.
I think Aurelia back then might do numbers today.
Aurelia was really OP, that's all I remember from this. And also, there were some good meme songs.
There were so many parody YouTubers back then that would make like just the lamest covers ever. I'm sorry, like they aged kind of well in like a guilty pleasure kind of way.
Oh, he made a rap about this?
All right, listen, I will defend that Badman still holds up today. Just thank you, agreed. Thank you, agreed.
Well, they're cheering Silver Scrapes, not you.
No, that's too.
They're 100% cheering Silver Scrapes.
Everything Freak says is right.
Everything Freak says is right. They cheered for Bad Administrator. I'm going to hold that. Yeah. We are doing Silver Scrapes for the climactic Game 3. We are going to be ready to go into Champ Select very, very soon. We actually did the sort of like official Champ Select
on recording.
You might get it eventually.
Oh no.
Plus a pack of Riftbound.
Oh, okay, dang. Combined, that's like
Elias wins!
It's interesting that 2 people that don't own CLG can agree on the sale of CLG.
Yeah. Great.
CLG's in good hands then.
Yeah, true.
CLG's in good hands. Honestly, this is epic. We're getting into a final game here for TSM versus CLG, bringing it back for the classic show match.
And Kobe, CLG won one game for the false hope.
Yeah, it gave me hope.
I
It
know.
really gave me hope that first
And
game.
then they got slammed in game 2.
It's time for the other one on the spinner then that's in sub and Kobe.
Yeah.
Oh, coming up. It actually is so funny though that there's no champs left. And then they were all struggling to figure out what champions to play. And Xfinity was like, oh wait, I can't tell you because
So the thing is, I watched the draft. Like, so they did a draft during the commercial. I assume it's the real draft that we're gonna have for the game.
Yeah.
Every champ looks real. Like, this is just like a normal good draft. So like, they're making stuff up.
Yeah. We were calling out some things that we wanted to see. I really wanted to see a Zion Spartan Nasus because that is one of his most epic plays was the split push. Nasus at the Nexus.
Oh my God.
We were talking earlier about the historic moments for each player. I think that has to be Zion Spartan's one.
I think he was on Coast at the time or Dignitas.
It was either that. It was not GGU then.
GGU switched from GGU to Coast pretty early on.
After like
Well, that counts for either.
Yeah, it still counts. They're blue.
Yeah.
They're blue.
No, that was an insane moment. He was the carry player too. He only
Yeah.
really transitioned to tanks later on in his career.
Yeah, and like split pushing to victory was not common.
No, but he made it work for a while. I mean, that was, I mean, he made it work.
Yeah. He had
That's
bad
how
teams.
they won games.
Yeah.
And then they couldn't win any other way. So it's still impressive in its own way, but then they also weren't good. So
Yeah, it's like you're trying to 1v5 every game. It's gonna be kind of tough for you. Yeah, I have a random memory of one of those Coast teams as well when they had like, I think it was like Jinte or it was either Jinte or Shifter was the mid laner.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, as long as he actually gets Cassin, though, we'll just win the game.
Yeah.
And actually, this game where Cassin got through and they still lost. This
shit
guy's like a
in Zion
98%
Spartan.
winner in a Cassin, and like they still lost because the team wasn't very good.
as we're into the last game of a best of 3, I remember an old TSM moment, speaking of draft. I think it was TSM Amazing saying about, like, they were questioning his champion pool.
Oh, yep.
And he said something like, no, my champion pool is fine. I have this, 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 and this.
Yeah.
And he listed the 4, and then literally the next game, those 3 champions got banned, and the 4th one got picked away, and he sucked.
Yeah. I remember that, too.
It's
It was pretty
crazy.
great.
It was like Lee Sin. All I remember is his Lee Sin.
Probably Lee Sin, Evelyn, Elise, just based
Yeah,
on
it was Lee Sin, Evelyn, Elise for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't remember the 4th one. Maybe it was like Jarvan or something.
That is so, yeah.
Yeah. Well, when we get the thing on the screen, there's some pretty exciting champions. Actually, I'll just narrate it now. First, there we go. You got Rammus in the jungle.
Oh, yeah.
You got probably APE in the mid lane. We got Corky Sona, an all-timer in the bot lane.
We
You
got
got Nidalee.
point-and-click, Gangplank.
Zion Spartan, Nidalee's up there. Yeah, Nasus, Gangplank, Gragas, of course, Sivir, Alistair.
Dude, how epic is it that we have a CLG top laner playing Nidalee in the grand finals of the LCS, show match for Classic here.
In the big 2026.
Between CLG TSM, the hotshot GG Nidalee.
Is this going to be APE for Pobelter?
Almost
Yes,
certainly.
100%. My memories of it when Skara played it were just the most OP, but also Gragas is super OP. So
Yeah.
I think both mid laners have really OP champions.
I don't know if this is still true, but I believe Skara holds the all-time LCS game kill record at 21 with APE. Back in
Nice.
like 2014 or something.
So
Pobelter's gonna
I
try
actually
and do
know
this.
the history of it because APE got removed in patch 3.10. So
It was
that
the
would have
season
been
3
early
Scar
season
game.
3. Would have been like mid to late season 3. So we like looked at patches and like, oh, we can't do the season 3 Worlds Master Yi. We don't get APE. We have to go back a couple of months, and so we have the most recent version from that. And so, but yeah, this would have been first split or so of season 3.
So what made APE good back then?
So it's a decent champion, right? Q, 100 to 300 base damage, 1.0 AP ratio, solid nuke. Meditate, good healing, whatever. Highlander, if you get a kill, fully resets all cooldowns. So if they are low enough, and the thing is, like, it's not like he has that much burst, right? It's 300 base damage to 1.0 ratio. Like, if Zion's higher than that, Gragas gets higher than that. So if they are low enough that you kill during Q, it fully resets and you chain it. If it's not high enough, they get to like 2/3 and you're like, guess I'm dead.
Got it.
So you cannot just 1v9 in the champion.
Right, you oftentimes, I remember we would pick it with comps that had other big damage sources too to help get the kill. There we go!
TSM's overpowering CLG chance.
I like that, they overpowered us as well.
Yeah, good for them.
Wait.
Minions have spawned.
we might see a Chowster Sona ult at some point in this game.
Oh, he said he's going to go for flash ults every time he could.
That's excellent.
Like when we were talking to him earlier on. 21-9, yeah. Pope Elter's using MR. Unsurprisingly, you should build MR against Gragas. That's 6 from Masteries. It's about 13 from Runes.
He has 50 base MR, so he has 19 bonus MR is what I is saying.
Yeah. Because you have a little green number, right? Plus 19. You're like, you're allowed to do that? Exhaust is on. Double taking a whole bunch of damage. Here's Sven. Yeah, by the way, Exhaust slows attack speed. Have fun with that, Sven.
Yeah, they were all they were both
just standing there exhausted. Oh, big damage. He's at 2 HP. Flash auto first blood double lift.
When the barrier bait goes bad and they get the flash, they get the auto in there as he's getting away.
Yep.
DLG with the first blood.
Chowster told him to do that. Man was in his brain, pulled the levers, you should flash auto.
Pop up the meme, Chowster inside doubleless brain again. That was a goated one. Actually, we have one here at the desk too. But that was a big one. Let's take another look at it.
Yeah, Chowster gets the double power chords right at the start. You can see everyone gets exhausted and pretty much stops attacking.
It's a 1.3 second attack timer. It's like,
Definitely feel like Sven gets baited a little bit, getting the extra damage onto Chowster from his Q, takes too much damage from minions, and then double flashes for the kill.
And I have to say, Chowster at no point was he backing off from the trade. He had already done all the calculations in his head.
Yeah, he knew.
He was like, we are winning this 2v2, so he was moving up as they were trying to chase them still. With some very aggressive positioning. Even though he was in the interview with Travis, he was saying, I don't know where I am. It seemed like he had a pretty good game plan there, and he still had the sense for if they're going to be able to win the 2v2.
Or it's the accountant brain just seeing the numbers
in
front of him, reading the tooltips.
The matrix numbers are just going across his vision. Oh, definitely an epic one down there as they are able to calculate and take the early lead. I remember Corki having a lot of good burst damage because the Q was instant previously, so it's not like the slow one kind of now, so you can kind of dodge it. It was like if you're close, he's going to get a big amount of burst damage on you.
It was so much easier because of that.
Yeah.
There for Grace he goes. The Awen up to the top lane. Zion Spartan. When are they going to go for the trade? This is perma-slow Gangplank. You can stack up 5 stacks there. Raise morale for the move speed. There's the Wither. There's the first Q. He's going to flash. They could probably dive this. It's going to take probably 4 turret shots, but they don't want to keep going. I think they maybe could have chased this down, to be honest, with the Gangplank slow, but they didn't want to risk it.
They did get the flash out of Zion Spartan, so the odd one helping out his laners once again, sacrificing a lot of farm for this. You can see like Smithy getting the counter-jungled race.
Also, I do want to point out that they're running multiple exhausts this time around on the side of TSM because of the AP Master Yi, I have to think, is the reason. Odd one in jungle is Smite and Exhaust. So the Nasus is not going to be very mobile, but the Rammus is.
Yep. Of course, he can remove Scurvy, does so. Gets rid of the taunt. Decent Javelin damage, but he's got no AP, so it doesn't do a whole lot.
I did think it was smart for Zion Spartan, though, to throw his spear early there as the Rammus is going in, because he knows Hanzo's going to, wait to remove Scurvy as soon as he gets taunted anyways, but he's going to run in the straight line.
There we go. Flash, pulverize, headbutt, into tower range, takes one. Valkyrie for a bit, but Sven gets his vengeance. And now the odd one's going to be in range for the Wither. Chowster has summoners, but I don't know if he survives even with the flash. When does Alex his next combo? He will get away.
Another exhaust on his Ven at the end, but really nice engage there by X Special. Headbutting, double lift back into the turret to equalize the lane.
Yeah, nice one. They get one back, and the money going into Sven as well, much needed to try and even up that lane.
Easy Polter actually hasn't even ranked his E right now. He's just getting a second point in Meditate to get more healing in between waves and whatnot. Does not want the 15 attack damage. Thinks he can last it without it.
Yeah, and he's still, Alpha Strike by itself getting very good wave push for himself. So.
Yeah, 50% chance to deal like several hundred bonus damage. Yeah. So if you win the coin flip, you one-shot caster minions. If you don't win the coin flip, you don't one-shot them. But decently well enough. Also, by the way, Special nearly dead to the minion wave. These do more damage than they used to, relative to health bars and armor.
Yeah, I got an update on the Skara stat. Almost correct. Skara did have the record with 19 on APE. Jensen currently has the 20-kill record from 2016 Summer Quarterfinals. Chowster's also 1-9 all-time on Sona.
Barrier on. It is Sona holding the turret aggro. Will die for it. Thankfully, someone hit some damage to get the trade.
Yeah, worth it. Look at all these minions at the tower here, and those are going to continue to damage as they walk away.
Those minions hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Freak's like,
turrets die a lot faster in this game.
I mean, so do champions too when they're fighting into the minions.
Yeah, like generally speaking, like your costs and cooldowns are higher. If everything lands, and of course the minions hitting you too, you die pretty quick. But you know, basically it's like your choices have a lot higher consequences because you will run out of resources.
And we got our first Avarice Blade, the gangplank here for Haunter.
Yep.
The bank plank is back, the gold generation.
I think it's something like 3 gold per 10 and 2 gold per last hit. We got Science Spartan finally gets Cougar form at level 6 here.
Ooh.
Dive, and Pope Elther's already on the board.
Getting a lot of poke down with that Q. Pope Elther trying to carry CLG to yet another victory.
So, is it player difference or is it APE was more OP than AP Gragas? At least early on, it's looking like APE was more OP because he has always had push and had high very low. Nice there. With the Alpha Strike, you know, he's able to get in front of him for the body slam, so he can't body slam away either.
Yeah, and it's only a slow, so it doesn't really matter to him. If he needed him to Highlander, he could have. There's the headbutt, there's Pulverize, bit of a trade. Of course, Chowster's still keeping the auras on, and Double's okay.
Could be rune gap. I mean, Pope Elther going all MR runes early on in the lane means he can't get poked out by High. The 200 IQ rune page from Pope Elther.
Oh, big damn. Nice little set of oranges there to keep him K. Now we got to try again here for Sven, getting pretty low. Pulverize buys a lot of time, and they walk out.
Yeah, he's able to get out of range of the cube for the extended trade there. I mean, they're still winning pretty heavily in CS for Double Lift on the bottom side of the map. And Pope Elther, of course, is winning in CS very heavily in mid lane as well.
Want to call out that Odd One ulted on Nasus for the Dragon. That's actually ult tech as well. Ult for the Dragon is real. You can do it on Trundle as well and stuff like that. But yeah, has claimed the first objective, so some golden XP. Flash. Yeah. Oh, the hands.
And the taunts! Hit him with the taunts!
Oh, it's a yikes.
Pope Elther's hands is too good.
A lot of damage there. Barrier popped. Exhaust buys a bit of time here. Honestly, good damage out of the Sona. Does he have enough to kill Sven? I'm not sure he does. His mana's way too low. Especially keeps spamming the active heal on Alistar. Should be okay.
Game 3's getting pretty testy right there. Pope Elther with the big outplay onto High. I'm going to call it that. And then down bot, the exhausts keep getting spammed. Smithy hasn't really shown the impact yet on Rammus, but it's a good pick for its era.
Yeah, I mean, all he has to do is be frontline for this Master Yi and Corki. Like, the Master Yi and Corki, I feel like they're just going to smash these huge CS leads for CLG. Doing a lot of work.
Definitely are. Going to the blue buff handoff here. Looks like High does get it.
Alex Smithy wanted to get a cheeky steal and couldn't quite get it.
Body sends in for the slow. W's in for some DR and attack damage, and just going to catch his mid-wave.
And this was something that junglers used to do a lot because even if you cannot steal away the blue, you can force the enemy jungler to take it, and then they don't give it to their mid laner, you know, because they're trying to hand it off. But if you show up, they have to smite it.
And you remember how often I think we would see people throw globals too? They're like, oh, I know the timing. They're handing off blue. Like, toss the Ezreal ult. Like, 1 in 10, you just get it.
Yeah.
I also really hated the mid laners who weren't willing to use enough spells to help with the blue, even though they're getting it. And they're like walking around to auto attack it because they're trying to save their mana.
Yeah, because you take a lot of damage as a jungler when you're in the
smiting that if they're walking around.
Yeah, I'm sweating over here trying to work my ass off to give you some mana regeneration. You better help out a little.
It's crazy how emotional I get about this 10 years later.
Double crushes that trade, but he's got to be careful. He's in the minion wave. He needs some decent damage here. Special wants to come around. Looking for the headbutt. Gets it. Pulverize might happen. As High comes across. Oh! Chowster lands the 2-man crescendo. That's Sven dropping. And Matthew resets are in. He wants a bit more. Special getting dangerously low. He's not going to quite down to the Q, so he doesn't go for a bit more.
Oh, Chowster tanking the turret.
Explosive cast puts him under this one. Chowster's going to drop. Nicely done by High.
Ooh, close there too. Special got out of range. Pope Elther was looking for the angle to try and go get the reset off Alistar, and he's back.
Ignite is on, pulls the aggro, is going to Q to drop a whole lot of it. HP's incredibly low. The rockets come in for more, and the turret's gone. CLG are wiping the floor with TSM.
Beautifully done, but the overall gold is actually pretty close this entire time. Odd One is pushing mid on the Nasus, so we got a game 3 here.
Yeah, the Odd One has focused on PvE. He got that dragon that you were talking about, being able to push mid lane here as well and keep TSM in it. But CLG still with such a power play And both of those carries are going to be so dangerous. I think we might be witness to some of the OP displays that are possible with Master Yi in this game. Let's take a look at this 3v3 where they use the Gangplank ult and both Chaucer and Doublelift flash out of it, but then Xmithy sees the angle to go around.
You have to replay Chaucer's perfectly placed two-man Sona ultimate.
Yeah, never before seen. I think
gonna
Pope didn't get a reset there. Right, the fact that he started where he cast means the target died before his Q landed. If your Q deals damage, you show up there. If they die before it goes off, so I think he got no assists, so he had no spells up.
That makes sense.
That's why he never did a second Q, and he's like, I can't do anything.
Yeah, because if he would have been there, it would have been an instant quadra with the resets. Because that would have put him in range for the Alistar too, and he would have reset on the Alistar one and got another one.
Well, he's still going to try, and it's still CLG in lead, of course, around 2,000 gold, despite the Dragon taken earlier. 2-1 in turrets here. Zion Spartan is doing the sort of tank Trinity Force Nidalee stuff up in top lane as Gangplank has all 3 gold per 10 items. So Haunter's going to get rich.
Bank planking.
This is where that bank plank meme came from. The triple GP10s.
I think it's still global for his team if they need it. Smithy on for the gank.
Look at his walk even.
Yep. Ult for the perma-slow. And yeah, he gets rid of the tremor slow, and he's kind of chilling. A little bit more. Wizard's going to be popped. The ult's going to be there as well. Zion Spartan with his 3-second pounce, pull down, gets over the wall. He's doing not too bad.
They don't have much damage.
Yeah, honestly, it's looking okay here. Haunter's going to be a little bit careful there. Belter finds his kill onto the odd one, chasing on a Haunter. Big damage, jumps over the wall, though. He's going to be safe with the flash. Smithy going to have a hard time chasing this one down.
That's the thing about the bank plank is that you are focused on generating gold, not doing a lot of damage early.
Yep.
The gold per 10 items do not add much damage for you.
Only special died. Thank you, observers. So a kill in the bottom lane as well for CLG.
Doublelift and Chauster trying to take over. The gold per 10 top laners, man. I remember I used to get in games a lot with old Stanley in NA. He ended up winning Season 2 Worlds. That guy loved his gold per 10 items. He'd build 4 of them every single game and then just sit on them until he could kind of get enough gold to carry the game. That's Haunter's plan right here, but it's going to be on a little bit of a timer.
Yeah, Stanley was famous for a lot of the funny builds of the multiple revolvers as well.
Oh yeah.
For Vladimir and having crazy spell vamp.
Well, he's got DFG to help the resets come in a little bit sooner, and increase the damage, get someone lower. So he will be a little bit less reliant on Doublelift, but of course Double's doing pretty well here.
Yeah. By the way, if you're going to jump into League Classic, as we see Haunter getting jumped on.
I think he's dying to his Nidalee here as the damage comes across pretty well. There's second takedown.
If you're going to jump in, I highly recommend buying a Deathfire Grasp and using it as a Xmithy.
That pretty good. Smithy in a tough spot. Explosive Cast going to land, and High is on the board now. Sven trying to survive against Doublelift will just barely do so at about 25 health.
I think Doublelift's just warming up as this series continues, getting his competitive juices flowing, really going to try and take over this game.
He's slamming this lane right now. It is not close.
Is this going to go in the trophy case if he wins?
Yeah.
Yes. Most definitely. Belter.
Okay. Gets the hit onto Gragas there as Doublelift puts on what damage he can. Abo still getting chased down by Master Yi. Damage coming across. Needs the ult to still be alive. Gets an assist on that one, so it's a half reset on the spells. Special trying to run away. But there's a Master Yi here, gets the kill on that one as well. But that was after the ulti is off, so I believe he has cooldown timers to wait for. Doublelift, though, cleans it out with a double kill.
And CLG are slamming this third game before the 15-minute mark. Their carries are popping off.
Doing incredibly well here as Sven gets chunked to half HP with Trinity Force done. Tons of damage coming out from Zion Spartan. The selfie looking pretty solid as well. Turret's getting decently low. Does he have it? Almost enough. Flash! Auto Sheen, then a kill for Zion Spartan in the mid lane.
Not a fun time for Sven. Again on TSM. So CLG really taking over here. Every lane he goes to, someone on CLG is ready to kill him.
You know what? Get him back in the LCS. I saw some fans were going to buy CLG. Just sign this roster. Get him in there. Get him in there. Here's another look at it. So Belter knows he can just chase down the other side. Even though Chaucer only hits High with the Sona ultimate, it doesn't matter because Doublelift can easily take care of the right side of the skirmish as Belter scares the rest of them over, and they just actually flash into Doublelift's hands to give the extra kill.
The other insane thing about APE is the old W when you have it maxed gives you 300 armor and MR while you're channeling.
Good comms, good comms.
And then also, at this point in the game, is a 1,289 heal because it has an insane AP ratio. So 80% of his health will heal if he gets a full channel of Meditate off.
Pretty good spell. As he takes the farm away from double lift. Let's run toward the top side there and sees if he can find somebody else to kill. The special is level 6. Beyond level 6, he's 8. Similar numbers, honestly.
Okay. Kobe.
Yeah.
It's not looking good for TSM.
What did they do?
Well, it's looking better now, Jack.
Time for a caster curse. Double lift helps him out once again. Beautiful pick there by High, trying to shock all this team back into the game.
Wait a second. That's where he got picked and killed in the last game. The exact same spot.
Let me see that wheel real quick. We got win one game for False Hope.
Could still be. Also
split push with solo AD carry. Yep, we got 2 of them on the same play.
LCS, by the way, is going to start right back up tomorrow. They may or may not have CLG returning to join that league as well. We'll wait and see.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I wonder. It's up in the air.
It is, as is High's survivability.
Yeah. Okay, Cristiano buying a little bit of time there. High does not have his ulti, but he got Wither from a teammate.
Oh!
The flash Q, is it going to be enough? It's not just yet. High is staying alive, and Chowster can't get in range. Has an Oracle's through the ward.
Speed.
Yeah, we've got the Gangplank coming across the top as well. Xfinity getting kind of low. Sivir's still hitting, and that's going to be a kill in for Sven. Now a nice pulverize, a headbutt back. Could be Chowster dropping, but here comes APE. He kills 1, he kills 2. He's going to be good for 3, but Double Lift steals the kill. This man can do nothing but take away Penders from his teammates as he refreshes the ult duration, jumps in for a bit more. It's pretty good damage. Zion Spartan claims that one. They knock down the turret.
All right, Yee's OP! Yee's or is POB OP?
POB is OP. He's back at it again. Pole Belter and Double Lift won 3 titles together. Going for more.
POB OP.
OP Belter doing well. It's freak season. I like that it just has remained freak season, just in a different product now.
Because it is.
It was 3 as a freak season and a more freak season.
Because there is no true season that we're going back to. We're not season 3, 1, or 2. It is actually an amalgamation, which makes it freak season.
To be clear, I am not in charge of the product. I am not our design director. I have a boss who is also a game designer who is several levels above me.
Yeah,
I had convinced him of some things.
Likely story.
It doesn't matter, because literally, if you think about it, every season is freak season.
You know, why not? And I will say, it is harder to say feral pony season. That is a more difficult phrase to say. It doesn't roll off the tongue nearly as well. I'll take it. Just it's a little bit inaccurate.
Yeah, they really wanted to chase for the extra kill here, but let's just take a look at the turn from Pobelter. That's what I want to look here. So he has Deathfire Touch. Deathfire Touch gives Yi burst as well, and he goes in on his Sven with the Deathfire Touch, with the Q. Holy moly!
He killed the Crocus by accident!
It was splat! It was just a...
He had DFG'd him, I thought.
Yeah, side kill.
Oh, it's the reset. Go.
Yeah, it was good. They played it well. All right, well, CLG, I mean, clearly can't lose from here. They are just going to walk this one home.
Unusable.
Yeah, it's so... I mean, when you see headbutt pulverizes like that, you know it's unlosable.
It did used to be harder.
Yeah, true. We actually got some server results. Oh, wait. We got some fighting going on here. CLG pushed back. That cast was really nice. It's going to be tough here, and Chowster will indeed drop. Sven with the magic damage Q does a whole bunch of damage with the 30 base MR Sona. Pobelter one-shots the wave and goes, we're chilling for now. Sven does not quite dodge the rockets. This is, by the way, 8 seconds duration. Oh, goodbye! Fast Yi in for 1. Looking for Hanser. He won't quite one-shot. He says, okay, I'll get the Alistair instead. He's good for 2. The taunt is across. Removes some scurvy, but he's still running fast. And he's got the R reset. He can keep the direction going for a while. And he's going to jump in. 1 auto. Needs to do it again. Pobe, he's going to try to live. He needs someone to jump to. He's going to have the odd one. He wants to go for more. That's going to count as another kill, Pobelter. I think that's 3, maybe it's 4. It's a reset to a double kill.
Oh, hell no, freak. You're going to let that.
We are so bad.
You're going to let him take two.
We are so bad.
And then he heals to full afterwards.
We are so back.
That's freak season if I ever seen one right there.
You know, League of Legends was just more skillful back in the
P-O-B!
day.
P-O-B! That's actually so crazy. 9-0.
That was so
Oh, yeah.
he's gaining hundreds of health
He's at
while
10% health.
while taking 2 towers.
So, I mean, it's the 300 armor and MR,
Yeah.
and then it heals for 1,400 over 5 seconds, of course.
Yeah.
What are the turrets supposed to do about that?
It's just the numbers game.
There's nothing they can do.
All right, that was pretty funny, though. That was
Yeah.
worth it. I like that.
I think they fired Freak for that right now.
Yeah, we'll see if there's another fight going on here. Actually, Special gets right on to double if he's trying to get himself out of this one. Barriers up, but it's still going to be enough for TSM to be able to take him down. CLG on top, but down for a moment.
Oh my goodness, it feels so
He's
good
back.
to have Riv back in here, baby! In the pocket!
Oh, it's
Straight
good to be
into a
back.
team fight.
It looks so familiar. God, it's so good.
All right, we'll see if CLG can give you another team fight with some resets.
Absolutely, get something in there. Let's go.
And POV popping off because right now, TSM don't have anywhere on the map that is really safe for them. They're going to try and do something mid, but I mean, Nidalee is very tanky with the top Nidalee builds.
Like Special, again, doesn't quite have the timing down on the WQ.
All right, let's see here. Bot side, I mean, the tower's really low already, so they keep messing around mid because they want to get a pick and want to be able to end through mid, but might have to actually play some side lanes here to really finish it out for CLG.
They got just the guy, Frozen Mallet, Zion Spartan on Nidalee. Play the side lanes, Riv.
I mean, honestly, the push from Nidalee, pushing minions, it's just not in the mid lane. It's what you need to do. It's what you need to do.
Oh,
Push
man.
minions.
That brings me back so heavily. Back to the...
Party in the Bramble Pit, possibly right here. Nasus getting onto him. Odd One trying to do what he can. Xmithy has a Nasus on his asses, but he's going to have to turn. Pole Belter, a final few swipes, and he takes him down. And CLG is just hunting now, looking for a few more. Zion's
Here they come!
Trouble in middle, and it's just going to be an absolute grinder for CLG, and TSM can't even find themselves anywhere on the Rift right now.
High's going to do his best. It's just High and Haunter trying to keep TSM's hopes alive.
Toying with him. Absolute taunting. This is illegal in 50 countries around the world right now, but CLG is still showing us that it is possible to do. A last-ditch effort coming in, but Gragas is still going to fall, drinking him under the table, and Haunter running for the hills. That's it. No longer for this world. Another one for Pole Belter, 12-0-6.
And CLG against the Odd One now at the Nexus Towers. They're going to be able to do it.
Sven trying to get the final fight here. He's respawned. He told him it was cringe if they ended.
ARAM rules here. All right, Sven trying to farm it out. They need that 500. Oh, and he's dead.
You're kidding me. Well, that is a Frozen Mallet. That is a Trinity Force, and that is, I dare say it, tons of damage. The knockback across the Nexus will fall, and CLG takes down TSM.
This is what peak League of Legends looks like. And it comes from David Freak Turley.
We talked about this. It comes from 2013, but I agree.
He designed the game.
Freaking Riv with insane play-by-play still after all these years. CLG with insane skills after all these years. Turning back the clocks. Tanking 2 Nexus turrets as APE in Game 3.
That was a good clip.
You know, Season 3 is the first time we actually added armor penetration to turrets. If it was a year ago, they wouldn't even had armor pen against him. It would have even less damage. Counter Logic Gaming. You know, after all this time, well done.
Well done. Putting on a show for the fans. We got all 3 games here as well. Thank you to High for stepping in for TSM as well to fill the spot.
Yep. I mean, thanks to all the players for coming back here, whether or not you've been playing League of Legends, knowing that you're going to be playing again in front of a lot of people, dusting off the cobwebs of your League of Legends skill, and it does look like everyone had a pretty good time.
Yeah, everybody came together for the fans here to have a good time, bring back some memories, and enjoy the afternoon.
Dude, Sven is so tall. Look at that. He's towering over everyone.
Great series here, and League Classic gonna hit live server soon. Am I right, Freak?
Yeah, it's supposed to be Thursday-ish. I forget exactly what they were turning it on. We have the ability to, like, you know, turn the actual queue on itself. Enough from us, though. We've got interviews to take care of. Take it away.
We are down on the stage here with your two classic LCS squads. Let's give it up one more time for both TSM and CLG. Oh, the memories keep hitting. Pilot, there was turbulence. What happened?
So that was a rough one right there. Tried to bank it up, did not work.
How was it being back playing on stage? Classic mode, what was that nostalgia hit?
It was a lot of fun just being back here in the LCS arena or Riot Games arena. It's been, you know, kind of a trip down memory lane. Just seeing all the old people that I used to see every weekend.
We are old now.
Yeah, me included. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Awesome. Travis, we'll go back and forth. Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. Hunter, I'll say, I think for today we can call it the LCS arena. But I'll say, Xmithy, what was it like for you to play in that match? I mean, you managed to get another win to add to your long list of wins, but what was it like for you to face off against TSM once more?
I mean, yeah, it's a pretty good nostalgic feel. Here with my teammates again, except for Steve, but I never played with him. But I think it's pretty fun seeing everyone again, and especially the fans.
What was it like playing with Xmithy?
It was great.
Perfect.
General, you brought the Nasus back. How did it feel? Just straight up.
The game felt good, but yeah, I got run over, and when the screen wasn't great, it was really fun, but yeah.
Does this reinvigorate everything that you thought you needed and you're going to come back now?
Maybe, but League Classic's pretty fun, I've found, so I've been playing it a lot, so.
What can Freak do to make it more fun?
Add Elise, I guess.
Dude, people are doing your job for you, Odd One. GG's, man. Great game.
Eugene, there's a lot of talk ahead of this about you versus High, and High was like, oh yeah, I've been playing this internally for a while. Then I hear that you've actually been playing a ton beforehand. So what was the matchup like against High?
You know, this meta was when like C9 High was the deadliest, so I was pretty nervous heading into it, to be honest. So I didn't take it like a joke, and I played a lot of Classic leading up to this.
What do you think he did well?
I did really well. I mean, he showed what I casted in game 2 was like 98% picker ban. Me and Peter were saying like, oh, you know, maybe we can let it through. Maybe it's not that OP, but that was pretty, yeah, yeah.
Hi, did you take it easy on Pole Belter?
Dude, Pole Belter are so good at this game, man. On Monday, I need to have a conversation with Freak. There's some illegal behavior happening with these champions. I haven't played versus AP Master Yi. I don't know what happened in that game. That was crazy. But it was super fun playing Classic League again. I'm excited for them to add champions like Zed, Vladimir, Kennen, Kha'Zix. I'm missing like most of my champion pool, so it'd be cool to have them back.
Hell yeah. You had such an impact on the scene, the nostalgia that people must come up to you with and tell you. How's that feel? Having played a big part in this.
It's cool to see everyone back here. Like, I've played against all these guys so many times. Like, it's been a decade since I've seen some of them. And it's really fun to be able to play this game again. And like, it brought us all here. It's been such a huge part of our life. I'm just thankful to be here, so.
Awesome, man. A lot of people still play because of you, so thank you.
Joster, what was the experience like? Did you do much preparation for today? Were you kind of getting into a mindset? Did you have nerves at all coming back?
No real nerves. I guess it's an exhibition match. I'm like, whatever. But yeah, some prep. Bronze 4, you know, Bronze 4 pro match. But just some classic client afterwards. Only played probably like 15 games total in 10 years.
Did Peter give you any advice ahead of it?
He just told me to practice. Yeah, I did. I played. It was fun. The Classics, pretty fun.
Especially you talked, I think you talked about the nostalgia of the client, right? Seeing that, how did it hit being in the bot lane, playing the Classic again, having to deal with all the early vision, all the early other crap?
Yeah, I think Riot did a really good job bringing all the nostalgic factors back. I mean, missing Alistar combos, that's super nostalgic right there. Brought back the feel, like, you know. I mean, I think you kind of take for granted how much League has improved as well with retail, with a lot of different things, but I mean, they did a really good job of bringing that missing combo feeling. 100% got that.
100%.
Yeah.
Favorite Pulverize? Who did you really want to headbutt Pulverize?
Oh, honestly, I was hoping for anybody, really. I was missing a lot of those. Yeah, it was rough. Like, I mean, I was missing a Darshan, Double Lift, everybody is not good.
Maybe we'll do another one. GG's, brother.
All right, Double Lift. You have played a lot of League of Legends over the years. What was it like for you to step back to this era?
Felt strange. I thought AD carry was good in Classic, but I'm useless every game. Both AD carries were just useless, man.
Word.
But yeah, buff ADC. Honestly, yeah, it was just like a lot of crazy. Like every time I died, like Xpecial's perma Q flashing me on Ali, and I'm like, is this actually gonna work? And it works because Ali's Q is 1.5 seconds. So basically, there's like a lot of things that surprise you. Like, oh wow, I can die here, or like, oh, I can kill him here. Yeah, it's really fun. It was really fun to play with like old CLG members. The vibes were always great, even when we were losing. It was good times. And Chowster held it down. He's bronze 4, but do you see that? That flash Soda ulti was a game winner.
I was going to ask about that because it felt like he had more confidence in that moment than you did. Like I saw, yeah, it just seemed like it really did feel like it was back in the old days.
Yeah, that's what I like to see. I mean, the games are fun too. I mean, towards the end, I think everyone was playing more loose and there was more like just fist fighting. So that was like great. It was just a great time.
Sven, we just talked a bit ago, but you have gone from playing now to now playing Classic, actually like back to your origins. What's that feel like? How does you still play today, but what did this bring back for you?
Have you ever heard of the term freak season?
I have.
This was freak season.
This was indeed freak season.
I mean, you press 2 buttons and you're out of mana. And someone's like, buy mana pots. Huh? And someone's like, buy mana pots. I'm like, oh, mana pots.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You gotta remember that.
When you Sivir ult, it stuns you for like a second. It's just crazy, bro.
Amazing. Well, GG's. Great to see you out here and awesome to see you in Classic.
Yeah. And then finally, Zion Spartan here. Love using that name again, by the way. It's been fun. I heard Mark was telling me ahead of time whenever he was letting me know that this was happening. He's like that they asked you for permission to use it, and you said yes.
Yeah, I mean, I made that name when I was 11 playing Xbox Live, like Halo. So it was cool to carry it on, and it is a badass name.
Yeah. Well, speaking of badass, you played badass today on the Rift. But same question to, speaking of League Classic, you got a chance to kind of go back in time. As a top laner, what was that experience like?
I mean, so nostalgic. I think I played Nidalee top. Also, shout out to Hotshot, the man who founded CLG. But I had to play Nidalee top for him. Yeah, I used to love playing like the split push backdoor champs, and I feel like back in the Wild West, there was a lot more room for teams weren't as coordinated. So split pushing, actually, I could count on Smithy to like smite the Baron. I'm just like, I'm going bot lane. They'd figure it out. So playing Nidalee top and stuff like that was fun. The Cho'Gath game, let's just pretend that didn't happen. The Pentakill steal, I forgive you. It happens. It was fun to hang out with everyone again. And yeah, actually, I want to know something. Are there more CLG fans or more TSM fans in the audience? Can we get...
Pretty close.
I'm not sure. Maybe it's even, but I'm gonna say CLG wins. I might be biased.
Well, they certainly won today. Yeah. But I wish we could ask this to everybody, but I just thought maybe you could take us out here. There's so many people that showed up in person to see you all step onto the Rift again. So many people at home that were watching. I saw so many Reddit threads and social media. Anything that you want to say to any of those fans that love to see you all come back today?
No, I just want to say thank you. Like, I mean, the fact that I got to play video games for a living for 10 years is a miracle. It's awesome that like we were able to like have this studio. Like, I started at 17, going to high school and then coming up for LCS, and like, my dad was at first was like, you're playing games 10 hours a day. But then I like won my first iPod Touch and $200. I got to go to IPL 4. I got to like play on all these LCS teams, and the fact that like gaming got so big is just like so awesome. So like, I'm grateful to all the fans and Riot and everyone for making this happen, and I hope we can do more cool stuff.
Been a pleasure watching you all play today. It's been fantastic. We're going to throw it back over to the desk.
Thanks very much, Travis. Thank you, Zion Spartan. Thank you, everybody, for playing. Thank you for showing up. This has been a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
I got to skip work today and cast instead. It was great.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Nobody tell Pharaoh Pony.
I mean, he's aware.
I mean, you love it when it doesn't feel like work, because this was your work for 10 years, and now it's just this fun thing you can do.
Yeah. I mean, I'll also be here tomorrow and Sunday at the fan meet. If you guys want to come on Q&A, talk about Classic, I'll be here before the show the next few days.
That's amazing. And I like what Zion Spartan said at the end here. I think we can all, as people who were playing in 2010 and still work on League of Legends, just how truly blessed we've been
still here, like,
to be able to play this game game,
stuff.
talk about this game, be
Yeah.
fans of this game
Yeah.
for this long. Because when we
Yeah.
started, games lasted a couple years, man. And we've been doing it for 16 years.
It's great.
It's
Have
amazing.
a great time.
This has been our whole lives. Hope you enjoyed the show. It really has been.
Please.
So thank you very much for showing up. That is it for us. League Classic available is on PvE right now. It use like 30 minutes to like log in, but queue time's like a minute once you get in. Live on the servers in 2615, which is going to be July 29th. So we'll see you very, very soon. The LCS returns tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. FlyQuest taking on Lion. See you there.
Freak season!
Woo! League Classic!
Oh, look at the goal. Oh my god. Wait. Coming? You're good, you're good, you're good.
I'm alive.
Careful, Olaf. Careful, Olaf.
I'm
Mid.
alive.
Olaf is mid.
Yeah, I'm running down. I'm running down.
Wow, I'm OP as. Keep going right. I'm almost there.
Yeah.
Wait, let me Penta here. Oh, Penta. I'm here. Olaf is here though.
Daddy's coming.
I'm
Daddy's coming. Daddy's coming.
Yeah, let's go.
Look at Ezreal. Look at Ezreal.
Penta, let me get Penta. Oh. No, Peter, why? Why?
The Nexus will fall, and CLG takes down TSM.
I'm sorry. I should have just not hit. I'm so sad.
Nah, honestly, it might make it more. It might be better content that you did steal it. You know what I mean?
Wait, you're right. You're right.
No, they should do that, and they should run the comps on it. That would be great.
You should see there. Charlie was like, what? It was like the inflatable balloon thing. We're like, we're just doing this, bro.
Nah.
Sean's so animated. Oh my god.